This Pride Month, Sword and Key is raising money for Lambda Legal Defense and Education Fund. Lambda Legal Defense and Education Fund works to defend and achieve full recognition of the civil rights of queer people and everyone living with HIV in the United States. Their efforts focus on impact, litigation, education, and public policy work. For over 50 years, they have fought and won landmark legal cases, and even now have 6 active cases against the current administration. Sword and Key is raising money alongside their official Tiltify fundraiser, which means every dollar donated will be matched up to $150,000. There are also other ways to help: sharing the events, boosting posts, or even looking into volunteering your time with the organization. Every little bit helps.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monster of the Week, Blood in the Dirt on Sword and Key. Monster of the Week, Blood in the Dirt on Sword and Key.
Hold on. Hi, everybody.
Oh, wait, what did I do wrong?
No, it's not you. It's me. I'm hearing the stream on one moment. Okay, there we go. All's better. I was like, why can't I hear everything? Okay, everybody's good. Sorry, Baker, go ahead. That was me.
Hi, welcome to Sword and Key presents Monster of the Week, Blood in the Dirt. We have some fantastic fun planned for you today, and my entire intro went out of my head, so we're gonna do this freestyle. Yay! Sword and Key is currently raising money for Lambda Legal. So we do have some incentives in the chat.
We do.
I'll keep talking. We'll do the commands.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it donate?
You can give $5 and give a +1 to a roll, or you can give a player a reroll for $10. For 15, you can give a player a luck point.
Oh, Baker very meanly has only given us 1 luck point for the entire game today.
Mean.
So if you want to buy us any luck, we would be so grateful. Because she said she would harsh GM.
Yeah.
I am a totally harsh GM.
Correct.
In that line, you can help the players find something useful because I'm going to make them work for it. And if you want to help me in my campaign to be a harsh GM, you can donate $25 and introduce a complication.
Of course.
Of course. That's a cheap complication. I'm not going to lie.
I feel like that's by design.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like, oh no.
Baker, tell us who you are and who's playing the game and stuff.
Yes. Thank you. My name is Baker. I am the story keeper or GM today, and I am playing with some fantastic people. I will let them introduce themselves. And I will just start with Anniek.
Hi, my name is Anniek. I go by she, they pronouns. I hang out here a lot, and today I'm playing Mrs. Blackbriar, a spell slinger. She's adorable.
She's wonderful. I read her backstory, and I desperately wanted to share it, but I didn't know how much you wanted of it shared, and how much of it you wanted to be a secret.
Her outfit is described as aggressively floral, and her tagline is a menace in tweed.
Which I died when I read, and it was my favorite thing in the world. And with that, we will move on to Seth, who is playing our
Damn
regular
it!
himbo.
Fine.
You
hi.
wanted to be last? I'll let you be last.
No, listen, I'm gonna give you shit. You gotta get used to it.
Okay.
Fine.
Remember,
Hi,
Baker, harsh.
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 harsh. I am using they, them pronouns. We're kind of trying that out. But I'm playing Leo the Spooky, who uses he, they pronouns. And he is basically just like he is an urban explorer slash YouTuber, who is out to solve mysteries and film them for content.
Mm-hmm. I think that leaves me. Hello, everybody. I'm Lady Dame, or LD, and today we're bringing back Addisynn. I can't remember if I've actually played her on stream or not, but it's Addisynn with 2 D's and 2 N's, but like not where you think. And yeah, she's just your like average party girl, like films a lot of TikToks and stuff, which is how Leo and Addisynn know each other and stuff. Who may or may not also be a werewolf. Is
Details.
Details, it's fine. Anyway, that's who I am and when I'm playing this game. Oh yeah, both of us use she, her pronouns.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to mention, I said my name, but I use she, her pronouns. And as a reminder, we've raised $2,100+ so far, and our next giveaway will be the second Pride miniature dragon painted by the lovely Collie and Liz at $250. I mean, so sorry, $2,250. And all of that is matched as part of the Lambada. Please, someone tell me I'm saying that right. Legal campaign, mystery
Lambda.
donor.
Lambda.
Lambda. Oh, like the Greek
The
house. Got it.
Yes. The Lambada is a dance. We're
Yeah.
going Greek.
That's
Honestly,
it fit in my brain.
No,
Like,
it works totally.
Legal is a dance. You're dancing with your words aggressively, normally calling someone stupid behind their back at the firm. I work in law.
Also, think the dragon is painted either by Kayla or by Liz.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
TBD. It might be a Liz dragon. It might be a combo dragon.
You mean they're not painting it together? That makes much more sense.
I mean, I was like,
They might.
They could do that.
They
I don't think
could.
they have, but also that would be. I know that, like, so the spoiler alert when we get to the schedule tonight, I believe there is a paint stream that's happening that
There
Kayla's
is.
doing. And I was like, they could do like, one of those like swaps where they like paint part of the dragon and then swap it and paint the other. Like there could be a collab.
They could.
I don't know that that's what's happening, but like it,
We'll just have to raise the money and
ideas,
find out.
right? Again, yeah.
Now, also, I do want the like people of the ship show. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name.
Horizon's
That
Call.
we do. Yes.
The
To
ship
now do like to now do a painting throughout the like season that they ship to each other and they all finish. Anyway,
yeah.
moving on to this game. As you can see,
I
I'm
thought you
really
meant- I thought you meant shipping as in like fandom bullshit.
I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, either way, it's true.
Either way, hey, I'm gonna rein in my own cats, because clearly we got this.
Look.
I'm not going to be Chaos Baker today. I am strict DM.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Uh-huh. I did not sign up for this.
Okay. Starting.
Okay.
Okay.
The three of you
No cats.
are
Just werewolves.
the three of you are sitting in a warehouse-like office. There's a lot of open desks. There's a lot of computers. There's people standing around drinking matcha lattes, discussing work that they're doing, and you are approached by a gentleman in his mid-30s. His name is Carl. You guys know who he is. He hands out assignments. He always tries to be as cool and chill as possible, and he approaches you three and go, "Hi, so we did get a request for a mission. It's the stuff's a little vague, but I'm sure you can handle it. You're all very capable. And I think you all are just the most wonderful things that have walked into this building recently. So I'm gonna give it to you guys. Yeah, of course.
Thank you. That is so sweet of you. Oh my god.
You're welcome, Addisynn. You're such a bright flower to be around. And he hands you a folder. And normally when you get these folders, they're filled to the brim with descriptions of the people you're meeting, the place you're meeting, the everything, what's going on, what they know, interviews, all of that prep work. And you flip it open, and inside is just a sheet of paper with an address written on it. And a smiley face that says good luck.
Is there more?
No. It just said, and on the folder it says urgent case.
Or what exactly is urgent?
Oh, they just
More
they
like,
said it
what's
was
the
super
case?
important. Actually, I have a check-in with Julie. She wants to talk about possible promotions. I really gotta go. I'm sure you all can handle it. Have a wonderful day.
Would that
Tell
be
Julie I say hi.
my promotion?
Oh, we'll talk about that when you get back.
Surrounded by idiots.
Oh, also, don't forget to attend the Young Professionals Mixer.
God damn it.
Carl, you're a dear, but I'm over 60.
Oh, you don't look a day over 25, dear.
Ah, such a liar. Right.
I mean, this looks easy.
Right? Would the address be nearby?
Yeah, the address is actually not far away. It is an abandoned warehouse that's about 3 or 4 blocks.
What's the obsession with warehouses?
Well, you do know that your work often carries a lot of illegal items, so they tend to work in places where they're not exactly.
I just want to point out you could get plenty of illegal things in a nice townhome.
So
I'm not walking. Can we get a taxi? Is one of you driving us, or?
I was just gonna walk, but sure.
Do you need help walking? I see you didn't bring your cane and stuff. I can lend you an arm or whatever.
Oh my god, I'll call
Addisynn, you dear. Mrs. Blackbriar will lean on Addisynn. Not heavily, but more for show.
So nice. And then Addisynn will pull out her phone. So me and my besties, Leo, who you might know from the House Hunter, Ghost Hunter show, and then my other bestie, Euphemia. Don't be she's the coolest old lady you've ever met ever. We have a really cool mission to go on. So, stay tuned for updates. Okay, bye.
Are those people in that little box?
Sometimes they're robots though.
Don't do that. You know what a phone is.
Oh, Leo, let me have this.
I didn't know that she knew that. I thought she was so.
All right, you guys leave your office. You walk down. Do you grab anything before you leave? A coffee, a matcha. There is a full espresso bar. They have a barista on hand.
Oh, I will ask the barista if they know how to make a proper cup of tea. And I'm gonna let Addisynn carry my bag.
Oh yeah, I totally will. And also, I would like an oat milk latte, an iced oat milk latte with caramel and a little bit of chocolate, just like the littlest tiny bit of chocolate, just a little just a little drizzle.
As you're saying that, Addisyn, all of a sudden the cup appears around. They know your coffee order.
Yeah, because I get the same thing every time.
I think
How
Leo
long
is
are they
probably
steeping the tea bag?
You watch them precisely boil. What type of tea did you order?
Lady Grey.
They
Ooh.
precisely boil it to 205 degrees, and then you watch them steep it with a timer set for exactly 4 minutes so that it is medium strength. I know my tea. I know my tea.
And apparently so do the baristas in this random warehouse. Who knew? Sorry, Seth.
Oh no, you're fine.
This was important.
No, 100%. So I immediately muted. Leo just already knocked back his double shot black espresso. Gasoline.
Very nice.
Of course.
Leo, you didn't even need to speak. The barista already has it with just like a smiley face and hands it to you.
I think Leo like rubs out the smiley face before knocking it back and trashing whatever vessel it was in.
Cute.
Well, you guys have your coffee
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Tea.
and tea, and you head out the door and you walk towards this warehouse.
Like, how
And-
far are we walking, like, actually?
Well, it's a block, so
Oh, okay.
So it's 4 blocks. An average Midwest block is about 250.
I was about to
feet.
ask.
Mm-hmm.
How much is a foot?
So that would be
We have to do
Diversify your
conversions.
player group, people. Get some Europeans in there.
I said
The other day, someone
250.
tried to
So-
describe something to me in length of football fields.
Oh, no.
A, not American. B, I don't do sports ball. Thank you.
So you're about 4 blocks away, so it'd take like less than 10 minutes to walk there.
Okay.
Maybe more with Mrs. Blackbriar.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's a nice casual stroll. Absolutely.
So in total it would be about 240 meters
Mm-hmm.
for
240 meters? Keep going.
Did I do it wrong?
240 meters is like half a street. It's fine. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
I did say Midwest block.
You did.
So you guys arrive at the warehouse and you look around and there's no one there. There is a piece of paper that looks kind of old, a little bit like parchment, sitting in the middle of the room on a pedestal.
Are those our instructions?
Well, I grab it and find out, I guess.
I'm
Some
not
sort of
touching
like a
that.
game show thing or something. I feel like I watched this once, or like an ex made me watch this kind of a thing where they just like left your task or something.
Oh yeah,
on
and
a
then they're
chair.
like filming from
Oh,
somewhere.
is
Yeah,
this like one
yeah,
of those
yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
are there
things?
cameras?
I don't trust this.
I mean,
not-
yeah, I don't. Yeah, if Euphemia, you're like good at like puzzles and stuff, right? That's like your whole thing, right?
Yes, but I don't like being handed things, so why don't you read it to me?
Okay, I will, because you asked. Sure.
I asked
Mhm.
nicely.
You okay? Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Addisyn, are you picking up?
I
the
will
paper?
pick up the instructions.
I'm
and
filming
read it.
this. I don't trust this at
Yeah,
all.
that's fair. I am picking
So
it up.
are
and
you
reading it.
streaming this or just filming it?
Just filming it for
Mhm.
later. I'm not.
Okay.
I edit my videos.
In case we need an edit, yeah.
Yeah. Leo actually edits. Addisynn just randomly post with no edits whatsoever.
Mrs. Blackbriar pretends she doesn't know how any of this works, but she has a massive YouTube following with her cottage garden.
Sounds right.
You pick up this piece of paper off of the pedestal.
Mhm.
And written on it in kind of scrawling letters, almost like someone who took a calligraphy course and now they just want everyone to see how good they are at it. And as you pick it up, you read one word on it. And it's the word come. Okay, wait, no, shit.
I fully thought it was just going to say run, but sure.
Okay, I didn't think that went through until I saw Lady Dave's face.
I think Mrs.
Do you
Blackbriar
know
would
her?
Mrs. Blackbriar would hear it and just go, you know, at my age.
Anyway, so
There's creams for that, but it's a little more difficult.
Do you say that word out loud?
I do. That's presumptuous.
You know how it's spelled.
All of a sudden, there is a puff of purple and glitter smoke. And you guys feel the floor drop out from underneath you.
Oop.
And as you feel the floor drop out underneath you, you all just as quickly feel the floor come and meet you. Except for it's softer, it's a little bit wet. And you hit the ground and all of you are prone. It is dark. You are in the middle of what appears to be a large meadow with a surrounding tree. You can hear a lake in the background and you can hear some neighing of horses. What do you do? It's dark, you're having trouble seeing.
It's dark. There's a lake and we hear horses.
Why is it wet? Are we in the lake?
If it's dark, I think that Addisynn would probably like start to just shift, and she does. I mean, it's dark, nobody's around other than these two, the people who know her. I think she would just start to shift her form slightly so she could like start to sniff things out and smell what's around here because she's not trusting her eyes.
As you shift and the smell hits, all of you will be able to smell this, but you're not fully. But since you have this heightened sense of smell, you are hit with a tang, and the smell of metallics touch your tongue, mixed with, quite frankly, something that smells a lot like sewage.
Ugh. Oh, Addisynn, are you all right?
No, it's like
Okay.
so gross right now.
Oh, open the bag, little side pocket, lots of mint.
It smells like, would one say that like metallic as in like the metallic tang of like perhaps blood?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That was my assumption. It smells like blood and sewage and like all terrible. I can taste it.
No, okay. Keep putting the mint up. Keep putting the mint up. Don't breathe too deeply.
Did both of you pick up your head before you started speaking?
Pick up our head.
Because you guys are on the ground.
I think she's still on the ground, but like would have like with the transformation would have like rolled over.
Okay.
I'm not. I got up because I felt myself hit something wet and gross.
I'm sitting up. I'm not standing up.
Okay.
The torso is upright.
As
she would have like
Leo, you stand up, you feel a squelching
Great.
underneath your feet.
Ah,
And as your eyes start to adjust, you notice that there's a thick liquid lining your arms and your legs
Ew.
and all of your clothes.
I just bought this outfit. What the fuck is this? Am I able to immediately discern, is this like mud-like, water-like, something else? Do I need to do a roll to figure that
Slime.
out?
You can do a roll.
I can
give-
call it investigate a mystery, I guess,
Yep, investigate a mystery.
and figure out what the hell is on my amazing clothing.
Oh, also, now that
Those are
you
very
are
cute
standing, you would
outfits.
notice a flickering light
Hey,
in the
Pippi.
distance.
Okay. Clothes are more important, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll for that.
It's such
Um,
a cute outfit.
it-
I'm so sad.
Is it 2d6?
We can always get it to the dry cleaners.
I don't know what
Uh,
this
A
is.
dry cleaner.
You have sharp. If you're
You
investigating
have-
a mystery, you roll sharp. So whatever you have in sharp.
I just want to check.
While Leo's doing that, Addisyn, be a dear and get my little flashlight for my back, the one that you squeezed.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
squeeze it yet.
Oh, okay.
Roll me. Yes, roll me 2d6. And don't forget you have +2. I was checking your moves to make sure because I knew you had 1, but that's only when you're not around in the situation.
Oh, okay. So either way, that's a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. So that
Oh, wait.
is that's a success. You can ask one question.
What is
And-
on my clothes?
What is happening? We'll go with that one.
Okay,
you
sure.
stand up, you look around.
Yeah,
You've felt
doing
this
that.
before. Maybe not this fresh, maybe not this warm still,
Why is it warm?
but it's blood. You are coated in blood. And as you kind of adjust and your eyes just a little bit more to the dark, you see that this puddle spans out and you can see lumps and chunks throughout it.
Ew.
Did we crush something by landing on it?
Oh, like that green lady in that one movie that I watched when I was a kid?
Probably. Yes.
No, you
She
would
was
be
like a
much
witch
more
or something.
injured.
Aren't you? Oh.
Excuse you?
What? It's
Did,
fine.
did just. I am not.
Oh,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
you
fine.
weren't.
No, I know how you feel about me. I aid you in a time of need, and
And
this is how I get repaid.
like very
It's
much
all right.
appreciate it and everything like that, and I appreciate you
No,
keeping
it's
my
okay.
secret
You
and
don't have
stuff.
to
No, I
keep
didn't
it-
mean it
No,
like that.
it's fine.
Oh my
It's
God.
fine.
So there's a light over there, and maybe there's not a giant ocean of blood over there. So I think it would be cool if we could go over there. So
Because
that
Storykeeper, if I use my light, am I covered in blood?
Yes. You are covered in blood, and as you use the light, you can actually see that there's bits of other things.
ew.
Is the lake made of blood?
No. You're not
Great.
in a lake.
Get-
The
We were
ground,
next to a lake, right?
you can hear a lake in the distance.
Near a lake.
Oh,
I thought we were next to a lake.
in the distance.
I
In the
said you could hear a
distance.
lake. I never said you were
Oh.
next to it.
Mm.
Can I tell what the chunks of stuff are specifically? No,
Is it
we're
someone
good.
you've
We're
eaten
okay.
before?
I'm not trying to figure that out.
I mean, she's already like partial. Addisyn at this point is like she's she's in like what would be like a partial transformation. Like her mouth has gotten like longer, and her eyes have gone more wolf-like and bigger, and her nose has gotten her like her ears have gotten more pointy and more sort of wolf-like as well. And the claws have just extended, but this is not like a full wolf transformation. A little more hair has developed. But like I think she would like lick like her hand or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
the taste of raw meat.
Great. Okay, cool. Ooh.
Is
Interesting.
it like gamey or more like domesticated?
Yeah. Like, have I tasted something like this before?
Are we talking venison? Are we talking bacon?
So sorry.
Soylent Green?
Okay,
Ah,
sure.
Could be people. Perfect.
Could be people.
Could be people.
Neat. All right. Okay, well, that was not like
I was not expecting any of you to try and eat this.
Have you met us?
That's a valid point. That was a failure on my part.
I am playing a werewolf.
Exactly.
And
I'm the old lady that encourages her.
As you transform, it is easier to see in the dark. You can see that there seems to be two different areas that are covered in blood.
Oh. Oh, hey, there's like more blood over there.
No, thank you. Really, it's not necessary.
But I think, Leo, I do think you're right about maybe going towards the light. At least maybe we can figure out like maybe somebody's still alive, although I feel like I do fear that perhaps there might not be too many alive people to talk to, because the things that I am tasting in this blood are not yeah,
Great.
we're just yeah,
Wait.
I have tasted it before, but it's not like
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Look, it was hard the first couple of times. That's why Euphemia helped me.
Wait.
Anyway.
Okay. Wait.
Euphemia's at this point using like a monogrammed handkerchief to like wipe her face down a little bit because ugh.
Don't worry about it.
You know what? Yeah, this is.
Are you guys walking and having this conversation,
Horrifying.
or
Yes,
standing
walk
in
and
the
talk.
blood?
No,
Okay.
walk and talk.
Okay, well,
You guys walk towards the light, and as you come closer and closer, there are two torches sitting on either side of a staircase that leads up to a small deck that has no railings. And it's a small house. It appears to be more of a cabin. Does have some wood storage attached. You assume there's no electricity. There might be running water. You're not sure. And do you guys go in or do you knock? What do you do?
Addisynn would drop the shape shift just because if there are people, she doesn't want to look terrifying.
Yep.
Mrs. Blackbriar will, assuming that the other two will be backing her up, knock at least first. Don't just walk in. You knock first.
I'm the muscle.
You knock and you hear just a single woof on the other side of the door.
Oh no. They have a dog.
So do we.
I
Technically
am
canine, not dog. Thank you.
It's fucking insuperable.
Wait, did our characters just agree on something?
Yes.
Oh,
Apparently.
never thought it would happen.
Miracles happen every once in a while.
I was gonna go for a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, if you promise to protect me from the beast, I will open this door now. I've heard no one else.
I will do that. Yes.
Excellent. Leo, you need to do any preparatory things?
I'm good.
Perfect.
Done.
Mrs. Blackbriar will open the door.
Leo?
Go. Hello? You?
You open the door
Are you filming, Leo?
and you
should be
see
filming
a
this.
fireplace. Oh, sorry, what?
Sorry, I was saying, Leo, are you filming this? Because maybe you should be filming this. I feel like this would make really great content.
I'm not really. You know what? You're right. I do need the numbers. Hold,
Uh-huh.
1 second.
Like,
Puts
isn't
one gun
spooky
away
shit your whole
to
thing?
produce phone.
Yeah.
Leo,
Yeah.
do you film with a camera, as some vloggers are like to do, or do you film with a phone?
He's just using a phone.
Okay. As you open your phone to turn on the camera, you do notice that it says no service across the top.
Cool. Definitely don't know where we are. But maybe someone in here does.
Mrs. Breyer, after waiting for Leo to set up their camera, you open the door. You see a fireplace on one side. You see a rather kind of old, chunky TV on the other. There is a bed, and there is a single offside room that appears to be a bathroom. And there's a dresser, a table with a little lantern on it, and a very nondescript yellow dog.
Well, after you.
Oh,
I'm the manners. There's no one to be polite to. This is your show now.
oh, me or Leo or both?
Or Leo. Either
Okay.
or. Like I said, I'm here to be polite to people. There's no people yet, so for now, go do dog things. Not because you're a dog, but because you promised you would.
Oh, right, that. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Addisynn, I got your back.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna I feel like even though I'm not a dog, I'm a wolf, but I don't know.
Kind of. It's under the dog umbrella.
It's
Calm
right.
down.
It's the same. I feel like the easiest way for me to try and communicate with this animal here and figure it out is by shifting all the way to wolf form.
Did you ask if it speaks English?
Well, no. But I can speak English in wolf form, I think. So, if it does speak
wonderful.
English, I think if I do, yeah. So I'm gonna shift into Addisynn's gonna shift into her wolf form, which is sort of a chestnutty reddish brown. She's very wolfy, a little bigger than what would an average wolf would be. And she's got sort of some white markings in there, much like her. She's got blonde in her hair, blonde highlights in her hair, and so the markings in her fur are sort of matching that. And she will try and talk to the dog, sort of bark at the dog and make wolf sounds and try and communicate via animal language. See if something happens. See if she can just be like, "Hey, what's up? We are friends. We're here to help, I think."
The dog walks up to you, boops you on the nose. A little heart appears above him, and he goes and lays down.
What?
Did you just level up your relationship with the dog?
I think
so. Are you grinding dog reputation?
Apparently.
Oh, damn it.
I do have a sneaking suspicion I know where we are, but
sorry, my real life dog is rep grinding.
Is there a collar on this dog? Is there a name tag on this dog?
There's a little red collar.
Sure.
I wonder what it says.
No name tag on it.
Just a collar. Great. Okay. Well, I don't think this dog can talk to me. But I think we're friends now.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was very bizarre. Did you guys all see that? I thought I was having a hallucination.
No. There was a little heart that appeared.
Yeah.
Wait. Leo, if I wait, you should pet me and see if a heart appears. Just pat my head. I am consenting to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. It's still like I think he still has recording on
Yeah.
his camera.
Oh, do you
And
need me
it's
to record while you pet Addisynn?
Yeah, one hand this and then like reaching out to very awkwardly pet Addisynn between the ears.
She does that thing where her
you're
leg
really
goes.
soft.
Nothing
What shampoo
happens.
do you use?
Oh, well, I use a couple. I swap between them, but currently, Anniek is my favorite brand right now. But I use
like their toner.
I know. I use their repair and their moisturizing depending on what my hair needs that day, you know?
I just point out that if you're not getting sponsored, you should not be name dropping these brands. Money or nothing.
Well,
She's
sometimes.
not wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
No?
You're very soft, and that's a very awkward thing for me to say, but you're very soft. Did anything happen?
You did.
Nothing happened.
Huh.
Cool. Okay.
So we're normal.
That was very.
Well.
I'm
some of us more normal than others, dearie.
I'm
I'll go.
so normal. You're weird.
I'm just gonna see if that TV works.
Okay.
You turn on the TV.
Is it showing Wheel of Fortune?
No.
Is it showing Price is Right?
And
is it Taskmaster?
You're flipping through the channels, and you get to one that goes, "Hey, welcome to KSTP 5. We are bringing you the weather for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day with some pollen in the air, and it's going to be a big breeze."
Man, I knew I forgot.
You flip to the next
I'm
channel.
terrible with pollen.
I know.
Is it a fortune teller?
You here. We have some new guests coming from us from, well, that's odd. I'm not quite sure where they're from, but I do see that the spirits are vastly against them today, and they should consider staying home.
That feels oddly pointed. Did you guys feel like that was oddly pointed?
That does feel targeted.
What do you mean? Targeted,
the spirits are against us.
Against us?
Yeah, us.
Are they talking about us?
It feels like it, right?
Are we famous here?
Famous yet unwanted?
That's still fame. Any press is good press, really.
I feel like it
does that matter?
Let's go see how we're gonna get out of this, shall we?
Yeah, at the very least, this place is empty. So,
are there any books and stuff around here? Any journals or diaries, perhaps? All right. Well,
there is, like I said, there is one offset room that is a bathroom. It does appear to have some showering capabilities. There is
we
one
can get
small...
de-blooded.
Yes. Probably good, because I have to, I hate to say it, but Miss Blackbriar, you kind of smell.
I assume it's the meaty bits.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad smell. I don't mind it, but when No,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. When you're right, you're right. She'll go rinse off. At least try and get as much off as we can. Rinse clothes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to use cold water so it doesn't stain anymore.
Exactly. Is there any hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah.
Addisynn, would you have opened up when you were looking for stuff, would you have gone into the chest, the dresser drawers?
Yeah, I think so. I want to see if there's any. I might need a new outfit, and there might be some cute clothes in here.
Okay. You open it up and you find a lot of blue jeans.
Sure.
And a lot of shirts with suspenders, some flannels. There are some shoes in the bottom drawer, and there are some rings in the top drawer.
Ooh, there's rings. I'm gonna try on the rings.
All right. Is anyone in the room while Addisynn is doing this?
Well, I'm not showering with Leo, so unless they're outside.
Stay less.
Okay. There are 3 rings. One has a green gem on it. One is a like half split ring in the center. There's a yellow side. There's what appears to be a gold attached to a metal. You're not quite sure what the metal is. It almost looks like iron. And then the third one is a blue stoned ring.
Ooh. Which one do you think looks the best on me, on my claws? And I sort of extend the claws out and, just, I assume, I would say that she's probably shifted back into like partial werewolf form at this point. And so
Are you wearing?
Huh?
Are you wearing all
Gewoon even
3?
just de
I
bench
think she would
opzetten in
have
mijn pauze.
tried on all 3 of the rings.
I was gonna say she's wearing like all of them. I can tell.
Yeah.
You can feel. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You can feel them adjusting to fit around your werewolf paws.
Uh-huh.
And as you put on the gold and iron one,
Mm-hmm.
Leo, you just watch as a light kind of starts coming off of Addisynn.
That you're glowing.
Thank you. That is so kind of you. I
No.
work really hard.
Like, I know your skincare routine. Calm down. Like, you're literally like giving off luminosity as if you were a light bulb.
Well, okay, that's a little weird, admittedly.
It is.
But does it look good, though?
Very
practical. I think
practical.
it looks brighter.
Do you think it looks as good as these other ones?
I like the blue one, but I don't know what that one's doing right now.
Can I tell that if they're doing anything? Do you want the blue one? I bet it would look really good with with your hair. Here, you can have the
Leo
blue
will
one.
Slide off the blue ring and then attempt to put it on to his pointer finger.
You find that it fits perfectly. And as you put it on, you feel a little bit sturdier, a little bit stronger, almost like if you really thought about it once per day, you could apply +1 tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think I think it looks good.
I think it looks really good. I think it goes with your whole vibe, to be honest.
Thanks.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, are you keeping the other 2 or are you gonna
I mean, I think I don't know. I'll ask Euphemia and see if she likes one of them, or if she thinks one looks better on me. I don't know. I think 2, like, I love a lot of sparklies, but maybe 2 is too many. Like, there's that one person who was like, if you, with accessories, you should always like take one off before you leave the house or whatever. So,
As you're saying that, Mrs. Blackbriar is walking out of the bathroom clean and going, she was a Nazi darling, but, she did have some good points.
Oh, so are you saying I should have 2, or do you?
No, I'm saying you should carefully curate your appearance, but also when considering who you take advice from, vet your sources.
Oh. Like, I'm not sure
Honestly,
what you mean by vet, because
see if they were inherently a bad person before considering whether or not their words have any value to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Nazis.
I'm gonna go clean my clothes while you guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, so do you like one of the rings? What do you think one looks better on me? I kind of like Leo said this one makes me glow. And
you are glowing.
Thank you.
Does that not interfere with you being able to see in the dark when you're a wolf?
No, not really.
Isn't it super bright?
I mean, like, when I'm in wolf form, I navigate through smell a lot anyway, so it's like not a big deal.
If you like the glowy one, can I try the other one?
Yeah, here, you can try the other one. I think it will go with your, that. Here.
Thank you, Addisynn, for not saying what you wanted to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't.
Mrs. Blackfire, as you put the ring on, you feel it adjust perfectly to your finger. And you've worn enough jewelry that you know it not only adjusted to the size, but also so that it would not bother any other part of your hand.
Oh, good. At
And
my
you put
age,
it
the
on.
rheumatoid arthritis.
You put it on, and as you were looking at Addisynn, you see a spot on her shoulder that you hadn't noticed before. But as you think about it, you remember back to your guys' last mission. There was quite an aggressive vampire that threw Addisynn against the wall, and you can see that it has not fully healed yet.
Addisynn, darling.
What?
That awful spot where the vampire hurt you.
Oh, that?
Yeah, did you get cleared by medical, or is that still like a little bit of an issue?
I mean, like, they said it was like nothing to worry about, really. It's been,
Okay.
I mean, it still kind of hurts a little bit, but they said it was fine.
Okay. Just checking. I'll keep this one.
Oh, okay.
All right. At this point,
I guess
I
it
am
kind of
going to
goes.
make
Mhm.
I'm going to make an offer and explain something about our game today. You were all told this, but the audience has not been told
Eh.
because I screwed up my entire intro.
No.
For everyone watching, our players have 3 questions they need to answer today. Where are they? What was the mystery? What is the mystery and how to solve it? And their final question, can they make it home or do they want to?
You didn't tell me the last one.
I posted it in chat.
It absolutely did not.
At any point in time, if you would like to guess where you are, if you get it right,
Teacher?
yes.
Are we, by any chance, in fucking Stardew Valley?
Yes, you are. You are in a town called Pelican.
Pelican Town!
Can any of you guess which farm you are on?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I don't play enough to know
Meadows.
that.
Yes!
Meadows,
Hey!
yeah.
Anniek and Seth, you both get a +1 to apply to any roles that you would like to.
Can I gift mine to Addisynn? Because I already have one.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Look, I already bought as a complication. I need this.
Yeah.
Say thank you to
Cool.
the
What
audience
happened to my camera?
Oh,
for
I don't know.
your rings.
Seth!
I did not. Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
Okay.
Probably.
Thank you, Ida, for our rings.
Yes, thank you so much.
And so you guys have an idea of what they are. Addisynn, you are wearing a glowstone ring.
Uh-huh.
You emit a light, and you also are slightly magnetic.
Ooh.
Which means if something is slightly out of your grasp sometime today, you can think real hard and it will come to you. So if
Oh
you drop your
no, just a
weapons
think?
or you
I know that's tough.
there
It's
will
really
be no
rough.
roll just once per thing. You can basically tell me, no, I don't lose that item. Or I grab that item that someone else dropped.
I see.
Anniek, you have the Jade Ring. The Jade Ring allows you to increase your ability of critical strikes. So once in the game today, you can look at the monster, see where they have a point of easy access for pain, and you can add an extra point of harm. And Leo, you have the Sturdy Ring. You are sturdy, and you can apply that buff either when you are trying to use tough, or if you so choose, you can also say, no, I'm sturdy, and knock off a point of damage that you would have gotten.
Gonna
So
be
that
useful.
is your something useful. I had to research the rings real quick in order to give you ones that would be useful, but also are not some of the more overpowered ones later in the game.
Nothing from the. Yeah. There's a lot of overpowered rings in Stardew.
Yeah.
There are.
This is incredible. This is brilliant and amazing, and I love every moment that's happening.
As soon as you described the cabin, I was like, this. Oh, I know this video game. And then the dog was yellow, and then the heart came. And I was like, oh, the heart. Yeah.
I had a feeling when I started to see all the assets come together, but
yeah, I was trying not to meta that too hard, but yeah.
This is also not a module. I wrote all of it myself, so hopefully you guys have fun with it.
Excite.
Well, okay. So now
since we do have limited time, I'm going to say that you all get cleaned up. You get a few moments to rest. If any of you are worried about your clothes not coming clean, the dresser has unlimited clothes available. They will all magically fit you, so you can change your clothes.
I think Addisynn would change her clothes, in fact, and she would put on like a little like overall skirt situation with like a little gingham crop top, and like put her hair in pigtails so she looked the part, because it's always good to dress for the occasion.
I like to think I would pick through the drawers and go ugh, and just keep my slightly smelly but more clean clothes.
That's so valid.
That is super valid.
I'm pretty sure there's something super floral in Stardew, so I'll switch to the super floral dress in Stardew. But I will move my brooch over.
Absolutely.
And the bag is coming, and at this point, the bag is being carried by me, no longer by Addisynn. I need my stuff.
Yeah, it takes Addisynn a while to find stuff in your bag when you ask her to do it. So
yeah, exactly. And we're doing the thing. You know how old ladies always have like their handkerchief in their sleeve? So one side is the handkerchief and the other side is her wand at this point.
Yay!
So my next question would be, which one of your characters have played this game?
Oh.
Have any of your characters played this game?
I think Addisynn did for like 4 hours.
Okay.
And then put it down and never picked it back up again.
Euphemia only plays Call of Duty.
Okay.
On Xbox.
On Xbox.
Mic on. Toxic as hell.
Yep. So many reports on her account.
Oh god. I can't. No, Leo, I don't think would have I feel like he's not a gamer.
I think Addisynn broke her Switch over this game, actually.
Within 4 hours?
Yeah.
Before you figure out that if you hold down shift, you can do the entire row with the hoe?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what?
Take her no.
Anyway, we're gonna move on before we start talking how to play Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
You guys hear the tweeting of birds and the rush of a light breeze going through the air, and all of a sudden, the dog just disappears.
What?
Wait, no. That's not right.
I sniff again. See if I can smell the dog. Where did it go?
You can hear outside of the house just a little.
Oh, we should leave the house.
He didn't go through the door.
Do we? I think we have to go through the door, though.
Yes, but how does the dog not go through the door if it's an actual dog?
Well, so like, I think that, you know what, the heart thing like sort of reminded me of this like one game that I played this one time. And I think they just kind of like Banff, I believe is the word, places.
Is Banff a word? In what language?
Probably Swedish.
Huh. The sweets are a little strange.
I don't know, I just heard it once. Anyway, they just kind of go places, but you never see anything walking. They just kind of like appear, or disappear.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Maybe we should.
I mean, do you want to try and go outside without getting through the door? Because I would love to film that.
Okay, I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna just think myself on the outside of the door.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yep. I'm thinking really hard. Did I do it?
Nope.
No.
No.
I think we have to go through the door.
You look constipated, dearie.
Oh, okay.
I'm tagging you on TikTok.
No, you can't post
Too
that.
late.
I'm gonna get wrinkles. It's fine.
You guys step outside. There is a medium-sized little farm plot right outside of the house that you didn't notice last night. You can hear the clucking of chickens off to the side. And you can see a dog standing next to a water bowl.
I remember this.
This is
I can't
very
hear
rural.
I know. It's kind of cute though if you think about it.
You mean minus the giant pools of blood?
Well, yeah, we should probably figure out the deal with the giant pools of blood, actually.
Yeah, we should. At some point.
Or maybe find, I know this is rural, but I don't see anybody. But there's a water bowl here, so this is somebody's dog, right?
Well, yeah. Probably. I would assume so. I mean, they were in the house and there was a TV in there, so this was somebody's, and they were closed, so somebody was here once upon a time.
TV only had 2 channels though. How long can you really last?
Yeah, I agree.
One of you brawny people, can you water the dog?
I don't know why I have to be brawny to do it, but yeah, sure.
Well, I'm not touching that bowl. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned in ages.
Oh God, don't point that out. Oh God, it looks so gross. Okay, I got it.
You can do this. You're very.
You can do this. Big and strong.
Grab the water bowl and go over to one of the sources of water, kind of rinse it, and bring it back full of water to sit down next to the dog.
There is a small well near where the the farm patch is.
Really? No one? Well.
Damn it.
You owe $1 for puns.
Come and get it. You know where I live.
Yes. Do any of you go over to where the blood puddles were?
I was gonna say, I probably now that it's day and I can see a little bit, I want to know where. Yes, I would go investigate the blood puddles, see if there's a trail leading up to them, if there's or if they're just random puddles. I would like to investigate these further and see if I can find a trail, find any evidence of other people or a creature or something.
That's all you, Queen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna water this dog.
Yeah.
You come closer and closer to where the blood puddles are, and as you do, roll me a investigation.
Okay, so this would be my sharp, but if I am shapeshifted, I can get a plus, and using my snifter, I can get a +1 so that I roll. Just have a 0. It's just 2d6, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. I only have a 0 +0, but I rolled an 8.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
That means that you get to ask 2 questions.
Okay.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
Okay, cool. So I want to know, excuse me, what happened here? And I think, where did it go? Yeah. I also want to know the creature and stuff like that, but I want to follow the trail. I think yeah. I think she's
I
less
screwed
concerned
that up.
about what
You
it
get
is and more
one.
where it is. Huh.
You get one.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, if we only get one, oh, ooh, in that case, I think I think Addisynn would want to know where it went. Whatever caused this, like where it is now, like she's sort of single-minded in that, like, what's the next step on this? She doesn't care about the how or the why, just where to go next.
Where to go next?
Yeah, I think so. Where did it go is really what she's wondering,
Okay.
and also makes sense with the like that her senses and investigating. She would know that. Yeah.
You are looking around,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see some pools of blood. You can see a bits of clothes and stuff like that. And you played for about 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You would recognize one of them.
Oh dear.
This kind of purpley cloth, but you can also see some purpley hair. And
No.
would Addisynn have really liked the wizard?
I
in the
don't
game?
know if Addisynn met the wizard. If only she only played for 4 hours, to be quite honest.
Okay. You see some purplish hair,
Uh-huh.
a hat, some various pieces of clothing, and what looks like 2 bodies
Mm-hmm.
that were kind of combusted. And you can see the outlines of what looks like a large ring that's been scratched into the ground with kind of what looks like one pointed triangle, except for you can't see the bottom of the triangle. It looks more like an arrow. And the weird thing is outside of where you can see your guys' blood, where you guys had walked up with your bloody feet prints and stuff like that, there aren't any traces of anyone leaving this area.
Huh.
But these bodies don't look crushed.
The bodies don't look crushed. Nothing's left in the area. There's 2 bodies that I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And no footprints other than ours.
No.
Interesting.
Addisynn, are you finding anything?
I mean, sort of. It's like really confusing though. Like, I still can't, like, I'm trying to like sniff with all of my senses and like see and stuff, but there's like no footprints
Where?
other than ours. These bodies
Strange.
it doesn't look like these bodies were crushed. They just kind of like appeared here or something. But it's like a pile. Also, there's like this one of the bodies is like purple. Like there's a lot of purple, and it looks like one of those like old fashioned like wizard hat things. I don't know. You're not a witch or whatever, but you might be a wizard, so maybe you recognize it.
Well, honestly, the wizards and witches I do know would not be, forgive the expression, caught dead in any of this. So,
Oh,
did we crash a costume party? Literally?
Maybe.
Can I also investigate a mystery, or is it like one and done?
Absolutely. No.
Right,
You each can look around.
Yeah.
Gonna try.
I'm making friends with this dog.
Mm-hmm.
BFFs.
The dog gives you a bone.
Oh. Thanks.
Star.
Addisynn, do you want this?
Oh,
I'm
sure.
just gonna toss it to Addisyn's feet.
I like pick it up and like throw it and put it in like one of my pockets. Oh my god, there's like pockets on these overalls. Oh my god.
Even the sundress has pockets. I can carry so many things all of a sudden. My inventory space is unparalleled.
Why don't more clothes have pockets in them? These are great.
Amazing.
How is Mrs. Blackbriar investigating the scene?
So I took +2 to sharp with an always watching, always judging. She's not touching anything because, well, ew. But she knows people and things, and she's she will spy on you from behind her hydrangeas. So she's looking for, what would have happened here, like just backtracking.
Oh, I do know that these combusted. Like these are just kind of that's the thing. Oh, I forgot to say
What?
that. Well,
Combusted.
I think that's what I think that's
Addisynn, I'm
what the
so
word
proud
is.
of you for knowing that word.
I pulled it out. I think I heard it once. But like,
Good job.
like, is it like exploded? I think I don't know. Do I smell like any sort of burning or like that? Like
Gunpowder.
yeah, like or just anything that smells like hot, like fire or ash or something.
You smell like it smells kind of cooled off, like gunpowder after you've been at the range.
Mm-hmm.
It's metallic, yet it's smoky at the same time, which
Okay.
differentiates it from the metallic of the blood.
I see. Yeah, so like I don't know, it smells like gunpowder maybe a little bit. Like something exploded.
That's unfortunate.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no, but Euphemia will do anything to discover things other than touching anything that looks dirty. I did get an 11 for what it's worth.
Ooh.
Okay, so you get 2 questions.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
As you look around when you're trying to figure out what happened here, you're using all of the magic that you know, and you realize that that circle with this square, you kind of look around and the blood has soaked a little bit more into the ground, and you can see the outlines of a teleportation spell where you are bringing something in from a different world. It is a round circle with a 6-pointed star in the middle. And as you are looking at this, you kind of see a piece of cloth. And you're sure if you looked hard enough, you'd find another one. But it has that same circle on it. But it's just a slightly different. It's almost as if instead of bringing something in, something drops. Instead of bringing something out, it dropped into whoever was wearing it.
Well, I don't want to call whoever this unfortunate being used to be an amateur.
But you're gonna call him that, I think. It seems
well, I'm just saying that some people shouldn't be casting certain levels of arcane work without knowing the difference between summon to and drop on, because those are quite different actions, as we can testify.
I want to clarify, not drop on, drop in.
Oh, there's push. Is that in addition to my 2 questions?
No, what was your second question?
Did I get a first question?
You asked what happened here.
I did ask what happened here. What is being concealed here?
All right. So you were looking around and you kind of made that judgment, like people should be careful about the magic they cast. And it is meant to look like someone screwed up a magic spell. But as you're looking around, you put together Addisynn talking about that gunpowdery smell. And you realize that that circle wasn't drawn on. It was burned on. And you kind of realize this wasn't a screwed up magic spell. This was someone burned on teleports spells onto two different people that were standing here, and then dropped bombs into them and exploded them from the inside out.
Okay. So, on further consideration, having looked at this magic circle a little more closely and taking into account the information you, Addisynn, so amazingly acquired, this was not necessarily magic go wrong. However, it was someone, rather than doing the traditional way of drawing a circle, decided to also explode some people in addition to burning the circle. So I think you were looking for whatever exploded these beings as to getting out of here.
I guess that would explain all of the blood.
Yes, exploding people does tend to be a little messy.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Right.
You've definitely never experienced this before, ever.
I was not always as in control of my magic as I am now.
You do magic! I knew it.
That doesn't make me a witch, Addisynn. There is a difference.
Okay.
What do you mean you're surprised? You've seen me do magic.
That's true. Like, not you try and hide it real hard, though. Like, you don't like to do it around people.
Well, one must maintain a certain sense of decorum when in public.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that Leo has kind of maneuvered his way over reluctantly to this circle.
Dog under one arm.
Yeah, of course. Emotional support dog is right here with me. And I think he kind of reluctant to lend his weird powers to the investigation, but at this point I feel like he's so uneasy that guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I care that much about what happened here as much as how we are going to leave here, because I don't want to live in a world where people get, what did you say? They got exploded from
Yes, from the inside out.
From the inside out.
Yes.
Cool, yeah.
That sounds awful. I'm with you, Leo.
Yeah, I'm not really super jazzed about being.
It is customary to explode people from the outside in. I will give you that, yes.
Right.
I'm just saying, at one point, I blasted a demon through my patio door because he could have knocked, but he simply barged into my sunroom uninvited, and I had to take measures. But that's, again, exploding from the outside in. It's different. It's different, I tell you. Shall we go, darlings?
I want to go home so bad. I want to use a spooky move, which is essentially investigate a mystery, but I want to use the sight so that I can see the invisible, especially spirits and or magical influences, and I can communicate and or make deals with the spirits that I see, and they give me opportunities to spot clues. So I want to kind of angle this specifically like sight oriented. I don't want to be making like surface observations, because I think that that's been covered by my other two amazing players. If there is no way for him to commune with anybody, any spirits that happen to be around, then like it'll just fail, and that's fine.
Roll.
Cool.
Watch the dog be possessed.
No way, I got an 11.
Amazing. Nice.
Yeah.
Rolling well, everybody.
Because I am incredibly excited about this, I will allow you to ask just any two random questions, but you guys see Leo sitting, looking around, petting this dog, and all of a sudden you guys hear like a flare come from the backside of the farm, and you guys can see these blue lit candles appear and all of a sudden an old man in pajamas is standing in front of you, Leo, with a little hat on, and it has a little ball, and he doesn't really have legs, and he's like, grandson! You're not my grandson.
Good. Wonderful. Amazing. Incredible.
Welcome, lad. Who are you?
Who are you?
Why,
do you
I'm
look like the ghost of
Grandpa.
Christmas past?
I'm Granddad. You're on my farm.
You're not my granddad.
I'm everyone's granddad.
I don't. Okay. I like Leo.
Oh dear.
Just, like, so
what
settled.
happened here?
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure. So wait, this is your farm?
Yeah, it was my farm. I left it to my. Oh dear, that was my grandson.
That
puddle over there. That one. Yes.
Oh,
That's unfortunate. I have lots
Farmer
of
got blown up.
grandchildren though.
okay.
You killed Stardew Valley's version of Tav.
So you don't know how that happened, I'm assuming, so you don't.
Well, there's a couple of things that could do it around here. I could give you a list of them if you would like.
No, I really just want to know where are we? What is
You're
this
in
this place?
this place. You were on Blue Farm. We named it after the blue grass. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's very uncanny and I don't like it, but sure, yeah.
Oh, it makes animals like you more.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
We are just outside of a small town called Pelican Town. There are plenty of wonderful people who live there. And, well, I left my farm to my grandson so that he could kind of get out of the city. It's honestly, he was working for this company that basically is terrible. The very capitalistic. I was really hoping that he would embrace the more communal style of small town living.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, by the way.
Yeah, it was I can't remember which one of my children he belonged to. They'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Pelican Town is nearby. You don't know what did this.
I can give you some hints.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Go ahead and just list off the stuff that you think.
There's some magic around here. There's a wizard who lives in the Cedar Sap Forest, not far from here.
Well, see, that thing there looks like it might have been a wizard.
Oh!
Yeah, he's got a hat.
Well, I can help you with that.
I don't know if I can hear the grandpa or not, but
if you would like, under the mushroom by his front door is where his key is, so you can get into his tower. There's a beast that often runs off to the side. We did have an alien sighting a few years ago. The wizard did have an ex-wife. She occasionally drops things from the sky. There is a fishman who lives around here.
Did this smell fishy to me? I feel like if it was a fishman, I would have noticed that.
You don't know if it would because the blood and the gunpowder is kind of overpowering everything.
I see.
Euphemia would have made a face if she heard exes or ex-wives. Divorces are so messy.
That is your first clue, is kind of pointing you in the direction of what could be around. What is your kind of second information you would like?
Fuck. Hey guys, are you guys seeing this dude?
Are we seeing this dude? I assume we are.
Are we seeing
No,
like a
we're not. This is
see-through,
just
no
this is just
see-through
Leo.
old man?
No.
You guys
Leo
don't
is
see
wrong.
the ghost of Christmas past here, like Ebenezer Scrooge looking.
Um,
Is he
Baker?
an influencer?
Yes.
I do have the third eye.
Oh, then yes, you, Mrs.
Okay,
Blackbriar.
I will
can
open up my
see.
third eye for a moment to take in extra information.
Ooh.
You see a older, gentle, old man in pajamas, no feet, clearly a ghost with a little hat and a little ball, and he smiles at you warmly and goes, "Well, hello, dearie.
Hi.
Okay,
love
so
your
you can
outfit."
see him.
I yes, but I had to use my third eye, so definitely did.
Okay, got it. Cool. So he was just
How
telling.
does one avoid appearing in pajamas after they die?
Don't die in pajamas, obviously. I'm kidding.
Did you die in pajamas?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
And I felt it gave me a more warm vibe when I communicated with my living relatives.
Oh, I don't want them to think I'm warm, so I will be dealing with that. Thank you.
Excellent. There's a really nice dead grandma that haunts a town over called Zazu. She wears all plate armor. It's fantastic.
That does sound amazing. I feel
She
like we're
represents
getting
the
off the
fighting
mark, and I
capitalism.
feel like you don't talk to a lot of people, and we're going to be here for very long, so I'm just going to pointedly ask you a question.
Excellent.
I get mine from read a bad situation, the list when I use my third eye.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask. Oh, there's so many good options. What's my best way out?
Ooh.
Oh, well, I would say the wizard, but
Well,
Dead.
yes. However, he had chosen his heir and prodigy before he died, and he was secretly training them.
In his
If
tower?
you could find his prodigy, you could probably have them perform the spell. He's been training them since, I don't know, they were 2 or 3?
Oh, that's grooming. Where would we find a prodigy?
He was very secretive about it, because it would put them at danger.
Well, because we're grooming minors, apparently. Thank you so much for your information. Much appreciated. Hope someone comes to fix up your little farm.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just contact one of my other grandchildren.
Love that for you. I have a little cottage thing going on. If you want to exchange heirloom seeds, let me know. We're just gonna.
Absolutely.
We're just gonna. She's like gesturing for Leo, and Addisynn's like,
And
get going.
As Grandpa disappears and floats back towards his candles, we are going to head to break for 10 or 15 minutes. I want everyone to stretch, get water, whatever Anniek normally says.
Pet your pets.
Pet your pets.
Never forget the pets.
And we will be back in 10 to 5 minutes to hopefully move this mystery off of the farm.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, I think we're doing great.
We're doing so well.
You
Yes.
are. You guys picked up on all the little things, and I love it. Thank you so much.
Just before we head to break, as a reminder, we are raising money for Lambda Legal, and we are currently less than $100 away from a giveaway of a painted pride dragon. And donations can help this game, etc. But we have lots of fun incentives. So enjoy the ad reel, enjoy the break. Please check out all of our amazing sponsors as well. So yeah, do the things, pet your pets, all of that wonderful stuff, and we will see you soon. Okay, BRB friends. And we're back! Oh my god.
Back!
Welcome back, in fact. I love those wine openers. before I let Baker sort of come back to us as a
We add
reminder,
my scissors, we have a set.
I have one of those too. As a reminder, hey everybody, we're back with more Monster of the Week. We're raising money for Lambda Legal, and we are less than $100 away from meeting our next goal and doing a giveaway for Pride Dragons, Painted Pride Dragons by Kayla and or Liz. I can't remember which one. It's both or neither. It's one of the. It's either one of the two or it's both of them. I don't remember. But we're doing it. But they're beautiful. I know that much. Anyway,
Pictures
Baker,
of them are in the Discord.
Yes.
Join the Discord, see the pictures, get the dragon.
Exactly. Baker, take it away.
I have been told before we start that I have to reveal the complication that the player Anniek so graciously gave you all.
It was Mochi. I don't know what you...
It was Mochi!
Sorry, Mochi gave you all.
I never.
Uppies for half. You were supposed to have a guide for the area, someone to introduce you to people. Unfortunately, because of your complication, they were exploded from the inside. The farmer was supposed to live.
Anniek killed the farmer.
Anniek killed the Mochi killed the farmer.
I'm sorry,
Mochi killed the farmer.
Mochi
killed
the
farmer.
F's in chat for the farmer, please.
F's in chat. It's true.
Oh,
may
Gav
hide him.
So yes, you guys were supposed to have a guide. Unfortunately, you do not have a guide anymore. I did post a map in our Discord chat so that you guys could kind of, in case any of you had forgotten the layout of Pelican Town. I will also tell you, you guys did hear those horses, and as you were walking by, there were 3 horses sitting.
Oh,
because I'm a mean GM, but I am not sadistic.
No, that's me.
Horsies.
Pony. I mean,
so there were 3 horses. You guys can choose to ride them. You can choose not. But please tell me, are you going north of the farm, south of the farm, or to the west of the farm?
Well, I guess.
Like how east is not an option.
Mm-hmm.
East. Never.
Under no circumstances will you go into the town.
West.
West is not an option. East
but
is
that's
an
where
option.
the tower is with the key under the doormat.
South.
Now we have horses we're gonna cut across.
The question, so are we visiting the tower first? Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to like go find like
we need a wizarding prodigy. Where do you stash a prodigy?
In a tower?
I'm with Mrs. Blackbriar. I think we go check out that tower.
Okay. I mean,
if we don't find anything in the creepy tower, we can go to the creepy town.
Oh.
I sound so judgmental. Forgive me, I did not have a good night rest.
You are judgmental. It's okay.
I was like, I don't know how that's different than how you like normally sound and stuff.
Normally she hides it.
Exactly, thank you.
Does she? Okay.
There's a veneer.
Okay. Sure.
So,
if you say so.
As you guys ride down.
So I will say Addisynn will not ride a horse. I have a feeling that the horses would not be too terribly pleased with Addisynn.
They're a little bit like the dog where they seem unbothered by everything around them.
Because they're pixels.
Because they're pixels, that's true. I do think Addisynn would probably just transform into full wolf form and run alongside the horses rather than actually ride a horse. It's good to like for the brain chemistry and things to be running sometimes. At least it helps me like when I'm feeling maybe just like a little ragey. Like if I run, I feel a little less ragey.
Okay.
You know?
I thought that was a myth, but
I mean, it does. I don't know. Sometimes I still am ragey anyway, but like that's what like my spiritual advisor told me.
Okay.
Who's your spiritual advisor, and are they on TikTok?
What's your angel numbers?
Are you using ChatGPT as a therapist?
No.
Addisynn.
No, they go by the divine the divine sparkle and yeah, she might be on TikTok, so does it mean she doesn't know things?
I mean, she sparkles, so clearly she's
Exactly.
yeah.
Anyway, she said it would help. It sometimes,
Mrs. Blackbriar will ride a horse because,
obviously.
you know, growing up a girl in England, she does ride side saddle.
Okay.
Look, you only not ride side saddle when you're playing polo, and these are clearly not polo ponies.
Leo?
I don't know what any of those words that you just said were, but I'll take your word for it. Leo attempts to clamber onto a horse. I don't know how much experience he has with this particular sport. I feel like the answer is 0.
The horses are fairly docile. They do pick up your speed. You are able to keep up with Addisynn in what form. Luckily, it is still relatively early in the day. And so you only see the back of a retreating person as they go towards the east on a path as you pass this small ranch-shaped house with some silos on the side of it. They are wearing kind of a beat-up blue hoodie, and they have the hood up, and they clearly are not paying attention to anything that is happening in the world.
I feel like
You
I can
ride
fix
through.
him.
You ride through, and you see
We need to get you on feminist TikTok.
You see a cart with a pig in front of it. The pig is wearing a little hat. And the cart manager does not seem at all weirded out by seeing a giant wolf run through.
Cart manager.
And they just wave. I forgot what they're called. Merchant. You see the merchant. He waves to you as you ride by.
Oh, I'm cart manager on my LinkedIn. Will you stop stealing my shit? Weg.
You guys continue.
Are we stopping at the
on.
cart? Even
If
though we
you
only
guys
have an
would
hour
like
and a
to.
half left in the game?
I'm so
you-
tempted.
Let's keep going. Let's be adults.
Yeah, okay. Leo will wave.
I will
Sorry.
bark.
You continue
It's more
on
like an
past the
ow.
cart because you can see this big tower that you assume that's where you're going. As you all arrive, you find a set of staircases and you see a tiny red and white mushroom sitting near the door. And just like Grandpa said, you pick it up and there is a key, a skeleton key on the inside of it.
I'm leaving that to Mrs. Blackbriar.
Mrs. Blackbriar will start with knocking. Hello? Hello? Should we go around back?
You
I
hear
don't think I can get over there.
some little
Addisynn
sprite
could.
noises and nothing else.
Sprite noises. Alrighty then. She will open a door and once again stand aside to let the muscle in.
As you open that door, you see a retreating little green, what you think is an apple?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Thing apples.
What does
Sure.
it smell like?
In there?
Is it blood again?
Well, I mean, yeah. The general sense of the tower and whatever this also apple thing. Does it smell like an apple?
Are you going in?
I mean, I think
I'm
she
in.
would. Yeah, I would. I think Addisynn, Euphemia wanted us to go in and lead the way, the muscle, and that is me, and so I would do so.
As you enter this
So
tower, there's
strong.
old wood and tons
We're
of
not gonna-
books. There's a large cauldron that has a bunch of green stuff bubbling in it, and it smells deeply of rich earth with a little bit of you know that old wood smell when you walk into like a lighthouse and you can smell the weathered wood and a little bit of dust?
Mm-hmm.
But it's mixed with this rich, deep earth that you would only find in the wildest of forests.
Rafa. Rafa.
Addisynn, I think, would sneeze and then roll around a little bit because it smells nice.
I'm not going near that cauldron. I want to.
I'm going near that cauldron.
Of course you are.
What else is around? Like, could I snoop in some books? Are there?
There is a book on a pedestal that you can kind of flip through. It appears to have some incantations in a language that you can't quite read. There are a lot of books lining the shelf. There's a back upper area with a clearly visible like trapdoor.
I'll go over there. I'm gonna go poke at that.
Okay. What is Blackbriar doing?
Checking out the cauldron.
Okay, perfect. We will go to Leo and then we'll come back to you. Leo, you attempt to open that trapdoor and it does not open. You can roll me.
I'm just gonna.
You can
Yeah.
tell me how you would try and figure out how to open it, and we'll decide if you can roll.
Figure out is hilarious. Because I'm just gonna use my tough and attempt to force it open with like
Absolutely.
you said it's a trap door, right? So I'm just gonna try and kind of like grab hold of the handle, like force it upwards.
Perfect.
Dice. Cats? That's slightly disturbing. I'll use this. Roll me 2d6. That is an 8 plus 2 is 10. I really want this to. Yeah, they'll take the 10. I don't think I need to go over 10 just to like prove a point or
Okay.
anything.
Addisynn and Mrs. Blackbriar, Addisynn, you are rolling when all of a sudden you hear the splintering of wood, and Mrs. Blackbriar, you feel a pop of magic. And you look over to see Leo just very triumphantly take this door open and disregard the magic seals on it and force their way through.
I found something. Probably, maybe.
Ooh. I'm gonna trot up next to Leo and see if I can also and sort of investigate along with them this area, this whatever it is that they have discovered.
Yeah, I figure you can see in the dark better than me.
Yeah, well, and I can, yeah, and like the smell is definitely like a sense that I use a lot, and doesn't require me to see well if I don't have to.
You guys roll me investigates. We're gonna go back to Mrs. Blackbriar, see
Yes.
what she's doing with the cauldron, and then I'll come back for your rolls.
Okie dokie.
Mrs. Blackbriar.
I'll do like a help out for Addisynn to investigate, I
Ooh.
think.
What does that
Okay.
do?
And remember, you guys do have +1s left.
Right, yes. Which I
Yes. I want to know. Look, I'm not a witch or a wizard, regardless of what Addisynn might think, but I do magic. I also know sometimes your cauldron is for spells. Sometimes your cauldron is for stew. Is this stuff currently residing in the cauldron magical? Rafa, have a laugh.
As you approach it, it smells deeply of fresh tilled earth, of your garden in spring, and of trees that you've grown since you were a kid, of the woods you played in at your parents' house. It smells of the nature you love the most and the place that brings you, I imagine, quite joy. It smells of your flowers and my rose garden. your rose garden.
It definitely
but-
does not have any bodies under it.
It smells quite enticing and good, and it smells like your connection to nature, to magic.
Yeah. Would this be, if I wanted to ask questions, would this be investigate a mystery or would it be read a bad situation?
It would be, are you specifically investigating the cauldron?
No. Since the other two have ambled over to a newly exposed doorway, I'm going to focus on a little more of my surroundings, the downstairs area. See if there's any more, just in general, are there teleportation circles? Any more weird floating apples? I'm good with either. I
would say investigate a mystery. I was kind of thinking about it. As far as you can tell right now, nothing bad has happened here.
Okay. But is something bad going to happen here? Oh, hang on. I have sharp. I have sharp.
Well, you're rolling. Addisynn, what did you get?
If I'm getting help from Leo, what does that do mechanically?
So I rolled an 8, but I used my +1 to get a 9.
Okay.
So you get a +1 to your roll, but I expose myself to trouble or danger.
Oh, okay.
Shocking.
Because I, with your +1 added to my roll, then I get a 10.
Okay, so you got a great success, and unfortunately, that I think is what's going to expose Leo to danger. Leo helps you out by, as Leo is walking around the room, he's looking around. He does not see a spot that he stands on the floor. And suddenly Leo is gone.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. I could do the meme.
Perfect.
Leo disappears in a flash of red light.
Okay.
Do I see the flash of light and Leo being gone as well?
You also hear a yelp from Addisynn.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
I got an 11. I'm going to use my +1 to get a 12.
Okay.
So I can ask the keeper any questions I want about the mystery and not just the listed ones.
Yeah.
So I want to ask in general what's being concealed here. I would like to know, where did it go? It being the prodigy? Oh, I get 2 questions. No, in that case, forget what is being concealed here. Where did it go? And then where did Leo go?
Perfect. So you want to know where the prodigy is?
Yes.
You find a photo book and a smaller grimoire than the one that's sitting there. And you still can't read the language, but you do know that if you drink some of that potion, you might be able to read the language.
Ooh.
But there is a picture there, and it is a young girl with chestnut hair. And the wizard is standing over her. I was giving you guys a second to process. The wizard is standing over her, and you can see that just the very beginnings of that grimoire. And she, as you look at it, the picture kind of comes to life, and you can see her writing spells. And she looks up and says, "Will I have purple hair like you one day?"
You can if you want
just
to.
You just hear him chuckle. And the picture goes back to that first that first
Exactly.
image of him standing over the girl writing in the book.
Great. Find a girl with chestnut hair. How hard can it be? I'm gonna finish that sentence. And after the yelp and the light flash, where did Leo go? I'm assuming there was more teleportation nonsense happening here.
Yes, and you could figure out where Leo went by simply stepping on it, but you know that teleportation does not, that it would take a much bigger teleportation circle to bring in, and it would take a more powerful item that to bring Leo to a different world or a different plane. So most likely
Still in the valley.
he's still in the valley somewhere.
Okay.
With that, we're going to cut over to Leo. Leo, you are standing in a hut, and there are 3 statues kind of with offering bowls in front of you, and there is a table with a bunch of papers on it, and kind of other knickknacks are laying around. There's not a whole lot in here, and there is a door that leads out.
Well, this looks like a puzzle, and Leo is not sharp. I do think that I want to use my sight again.
Okay.
To see the invisible, especially spirits and or magical influences, to give me opportunities to essentially investigate a mystery, but with the aid of the ether.
Okay. Roll me that weird.
Oh shit. So wait, that's not a 6. That's a sorry. I'm having to use a D12 for my other die because I don't have 2 D6s. So that's a 4 plus. So 9.
We need to fundraise die for you?
No, I have other dice, but I was dumb and like tried to get organized when I built my other desk. So they're somewhere where they're supposed to be.
Right. Yes.
Which means I can't find them.
Yeah. If I put stuff away properly.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have?
That's just a 9. Yeah.
9. If you wanted, you could use your +1 here instead, because when you helped out Addisynn, it didn't bring you up to the next category.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll make that a 10.
Yeah, so I already marked it off.
As you were looking around, you look towards this statue to the left of you. And you see doves. You see a bunch of doves, and you can hear weeping children. And as you look at the one in front of you, you see memories of romances between thousands of people. And then you see heartbreaking divorces. And you see people leaving the house that they came to, quite similar to the one you were in, and then going back to their childhood homes, to their parents or to their family members, and or cabins in the woods, and crying. And you turn to the third one, and
so sorry, that was the one on the left.
Left, center, and then right.
Cool. Okay, so this is the left one. Got it. Just making sure my notes are right.
Yes. I wrote this down. Where did I write this down? On the third one. Sorry, I rarely ever use this one, and so I forgot it, and I had to look it up.
Oh, no worries.
On the third one, you see the manifestation of a barrier that's over it, and you get the feeling that if you pulled that lever, that barrier would drop, and the world would become unsafe.
Cool, not touching it. Got it.
Thank you for not touching that.
Yay.
Hard pass on that. I let me think. Can I this is like a very minor question, and let me know if this is like still part of the same role.
Yeah.
Do I detect or see anything that's like that would prevent me from going through the door and leaving?
You wonder, oh, you're using weird. That's right. You see a faint glow around that same circle that you came in on. And you think that if you stepped there again, you would be able to just go back.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that then, because this is
Okay.
not Leo coded. I like to think that he's like filmed this to just to show the others when he gets back, but I think he'll kind of like steel himself and step on that teleportation circle again and just
Okay.
hope that it takes him back to his comrades.
There is that same flash of red. There is a rush. And Addisynn, what are you doing right now?
Howling.
Like, are you panicking, howling? As you come back,
just as like there was the yelp when when Leo disappeared, and then just like Addisynn sitting back on her haunches, still in wolf form, just letting out a long very mournful, very
like
sad,
upset husky.
Yeah, exactly.
You come to see Mrs. Blackbriar like over a book, just covering your ears, and Addisynn just sitting on the floor howling.
But my
God,
dogs sound like when they have to wait their turn in agility. Jesus.
Oh, you're back.
Hi.
Oh, you figured out the teleport. Good.
I did. It turns out you just like go poke it and like it does that. It's very effective and cool. I don't know why we don't use them more.
I'm glad you didn't explode.
Thanks. I found this thing, and he'll like pull up the video that he took and show them what I'm assuming is a puzzle. And kind of also relate the impression that he gets about that left bowl and the weeping children and divorces and romances and people returning to their parents' houses, etc. And also there's a lever over by the third one that's like, we don't need to touch that. It's very bad vibes.
Well, I also don't need to have anything to do with the left one. I've had quite the divorce, and I have no intention of returning to my parents' house, seeing as they are long dead. I found a picture of a girl with chestnut hair being tutored by the wizard. So I suspect the prodigy we're looking for is a girl with chestnut hair.
Oh, yeah, that's not common at all.
My thoughts. Well, I figured if we bring the picture,
true,
we can ask around town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
She thought you were dead. We're good now.
I thought I was dead, but
Well, pleasantly surprised. We maintain our existence another day. Town?
I think so, yeah. Find some
As-
other living people who are not puddles.
As you guys leave the farm, you are traveling along. You see a beautiful lake and a river. You see off in the distance an island that has kind of rickety bridges leading to it.
Fuck that island.
There is a well-worn path that goes into town. And as you get into town, you are greeted by the changing of a stone to a stone road, and you see a beautiful blue house with a cream house with a red roof, and you see a small fence and a small graveyard up ahead. and it's about mid-morning now. So you
I do
can
love
hear
a good graveyard.
you can hear some chattering and some talking. It sounds like not too far away there are some children playing.
No, thank you.
I do
No.
think as soon as she hears people, Addisynn would revert back to like her
Unwolf.
would unwolf and revert back to her normal form. Her more human form.
Can you roll
It's
me
very considerate of you, Addisynn.
Thank you.
Addisynn, can you roll me a straight charm roll?
Sure can. Yep. Okay. That's a 9.
Oh, okay. You see, as you are turning back, you see a blonde-haired boy, and kind of like you think he caught the end of your transformation, and he's a little bit taken aback and unsure of you. So going forward, if you try and interact with him, he will be wary of you.
I see. Okay. I just give him a little wave. If I notice that he saw sort of like if I see him looking, I'll just like give a little wave and wink at him.
He's got a very vacant expression on his face, clearly not the smartest tool in the shed. And he goes, "Oh, okay," and just kind of continues on with his day. He's not going to mention it to anyone, but he thinks something is weird about you.
Is this like a young boy, or is this like a teenage, like a young man?
You would think early to mid-20s.
Is his hair spiky?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. It's fine. I don't talk to him much anyway.
Give him some mayonnaise. Bitches love mayonnaise.
Or pizza. But you do, as you're watching him walk away, you do see a stunning blonde woman come out of the house in this beautiful pink dress, and her hair is done perfectly, and she glides as she walks. You feel a very like kindred spirit with this woman.
She's like so pretty. Like, oh my god. I think Addisynn would go up and try and talk to her.
Oh my god, hi! Who are you? Oh my god, your clothes!
Oh my god, thank you. Hi, I'm Addisynn. That's with 2 D's and 2 N's.
Wow!
I was just thinking, you are like so pretty. Like, oh my god.
You are too.
Oh my god,
I'm Haley.
Hi, Haley.
We never get anyone good to move to this town. I'm so excited.
Haley, these are my friends. That one over there who's like super hot, that's Leo. He's like rad. And then that old lady, don't worry about her. She's totally not a witch. Her name's Mrs. Blackbriar. But I just call her Euphemia, or sometimes Euphy, or Mia, or hey you, or
only when you're feeling suicidal, dear.
You should really meet Mrs. Mulner. She loves flowers. She'll love your dress.
Wonderful.
So my sister.
Like, she's kind of stylish in her own way, I guess, kind of sort of. Anyway, so like we're like new in town and stuff, Haley, and so we've been like, it's kind of, I gotta admit, like we landed and it was like super weird here, and we are trying to find. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find something.
Find someone.
Someone. Also, like, have you noticed anything like super weird going on here?
I mean, there's always weird things going on. There's this like new farmer, and he just like wanders into your house, but he does give me sunflowers, which I love.
Wow.
I don't think he's gonna do that anymore.
Yeah, I think I have bad news about.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
You know what? That's like not like super important right now.
Okay.
But like, I mean, Yeah, but like, so like, has there anything been like scary weird going on?
Roll me a manipulate someone.
All right.
Can I
Great.
help?
Sure.
To help manipulate.
How
someone.
do you help?
Oh God, Haley is just so Haley. It's like watching two robots try to talk to each other.
The right person approached Haley.
Exactly.
The
No,
only
it's
one
just, it's
better
just
would
this.
have been
It's just.
Leo.
It's this infinite loop of Valley Girl. I think Mrs. Blackbriar is just gonna help by reminding Leo to be filming this. Because
Sorry,
we
can you
know
repeat that?
Well, Mrs. Blackbriar is going to help Addisynn by reminding Leo that he should be filming this so Addisynn can have this on her channel as their meet cute when they get married. And we all know Addisynn does better when a camera's pointed at her. It's like we're putting Addisynn back in her natural environment.
Oh my god, I love your phone. Is that like new from Zuzu City?
Yeah.
Lucky my parents won't let me get a new one. They say I'm too irresponsible.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean,
I rolled
did. What'd you roll?
a 9, so I'm in trouble or danger, but I did help Addisynn.
Okay. Well, that would bring my total up to 12.
Perfect. I hear wedding bells.
Mm-hmm.
What do you ask Haley?
I would ask Haley, if what are my I'm like, what are my options here? I would probably ask her, like
Spring wedding or summer?
Yes.
Yeah, I would ask her like if she's seen somebody who's been like scary weird lately, and where I could like, and also I would ask if she knew about the wizard and the prodigy. I think. I feel like that's...
Prodigy and wizard?
Is that...
No, I know nothing about that. Weird?
Yeah.
Or...
Well, like... Yeah,
I mean, wizard-wise, there is that weird dude who lives like on the outside of town. I see him sometimes when I'm taking pictures.
You won't be seeing him anymore.
Yeah, like we went to visit his tower already, so like, you know, maybe you've seen some...
Abigail hangs around there a lot.
Oh, wait, who's Abigail?
But she doesn't have chestnut hair. Her hair's purple.
Oh, I mean, did she... Do you know if she like used to have chestnut hair?
Honestly, she hangs out more with Seth and Sam. Sebastian and Sam. So I don't know her super well. Mrs. Briar. While you are standing
Black Bear.
listening, Black Bear.
Not a
while
witch.
you are standing there, you feel someone run into you coming out of a door.
Something. Oh, Leo, something's touching me.
I got it. Don't worry. And I will like immediately insert myself between.
Yes.
As you do this, you see a woman with short blue hair and a red jacket on. And she runs into you and she goes, "Oh.
Likewise.
Where are you from?"
We're new where they're from.
We're just visiting. We hear there's a festival soon.
No.
Oh, we were
No.
lied to. Damn it.
You've got a lot of anger.
Oh, that's not true.
No, I can read your aura. You have a lot of anger.
Well, let's say, hypothetically, that that is true. What makes you think that standing in the road and being rude to me is a good idea, considering the anger I have? I'm just visiting. It's not a crime. It's not illegal. Haven't killed anyone.
Yet.
I mean,
But
the
that's
only crime
also a
I'm seeing is
lie.
your outfit.
Oh.
But that was rude.
Well, you called me angry and said I was lying to you.
Well, I mean, I think we both know you've killed people.
Whoa.
Recently, not here.
Okay.
Emily's like so
Hi,
intense.
person we don't know.
Oh my God, Emily, why are you being rude? Why do you do this? You're so weird.
Yes, listen to your sister, Emily.
Oh. How did you know they were
And-
sisters? They don't look anything alike.
No, this is what siblings feel like.
Oh. I'm an only child.
I can
And-
tell.
Emily looks at her sister and goes, Haley, should you be talking to them? Do you know them? You know you're supposed to be more careful.
Since the incident. Sorry.
And Haley snaps. You want to know what? You're not my parents. You're not my mom. You're not even that socially cool. Just go to your job.
Ooh,
You're being rude. Anniek, going forward with Gus and Emily, you will have a negative on any rolls.
Yeah, that checks out.
That really checks out. Also, fuck them.
Yeah. Wow, that was like really intense.
I'm so sorry.
It's totally fine. But like, do you think you could tell us where we could find this like Abigail person? I mean, I have so enjoyed spending time with you and getting to know you right now, and maybe we can like hang later. Like, I don't know where all the good party spots are here, but like I just bet you're a great time. But like we kind of need to find her, I think.
If you go up to the general store, her parents live up there.
Oh. Okay, just like that way, that direction.
Just go to Town Square. You'll see it. It's right next to a white and blue building. It has it's a 2-story building. It's really big. It normally has some type of like decoration hanging on the door. You'll go right past the saloon.
Okay. Oh, you have a saloon. That's like super cute and fun.
Or her mom might be in the Town Square right now.
Oh.
You want to look for Caroline.
Caroline. Okay. And I know you said that you weren't like super well, actually, you know what? Never mind. If I can always ask Caroline. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I had a thought, but it's gone now. Cool. Well, I think I'm sorry. I like my friends really want to like find this prodigy thing, whatever, but we should like totally hang out.
Absolutely. I'll be in the forest taking pictures today.
Oh,
feel free to come
take
find
pictures. Honestly, like maybe
do.
the three of us should do a collab or something, like, and cover all the social medias. I do the TikTok. I do. Okay. Well, you know, we'll talk about it. I have to discuss with Leo, really, because you know. Anyway, it was like so nice to meet you. Okay, we can go now. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Haley.
she walks away. You guys head towards the town square.
I think, like, here's the thing, guys. If we, I mean, I don't know, purple hair is like kind of witchy, I guess. Like, or at least it seems to be, because that other body that like was associated with the wizard had like purple hair too. And he and the thing and the stuff. And I was
The
thinking,
picture, the girl in the picture did ask, "Will I have purple hair like you when I grow up?"
right? So maybe the girl with purple hair is our prodigy, right? And
Right?
like if we talk to her mom, maybe her mom has something that like smells like her, and that way like I can just follow my nose and we can like track her down, and then easy peasy, and then we can leave.
Perfect.
Ideally, yeah. The people here are very.
I don't
know.
think that Haley's as pretty as I am.
Definitely not.
Of course not.
I'm less worried about the people and more worried about the floating apples.
Those
Floating
things.
Yeah,
apples
those
is weird.
things.
Did they smell like apples?
They seem harmless.
They smelled like earth and magic.
That's not. I mean, that's not totally like apples. I feel like if it smelled like apples, we would know if it smelled like apples. I'm not sure what those are.
Okay. What does her mom look like?
Her name's Caroline.
Yes, but what does she look like?
I don't know.
You didn't say that. We
Haley
could just
didn't
ask
say.
around.
Yeah.
That seems to
Alright.
be going.
I think if we just
well.
find like an older lady like you and we just ask if they were Caroline, we could find her.
Might be younger than I am.
I mean, you look
Let's find.
so
Let's
young.
just go. Let's just go ask.
As you guys are having this conversation, there's a scream that rips across the town.
Oh shit.
Oh, that must be Caroline.
Head towards the direction of the screaming.
As you run towards the screaming, you see that there's a path that you can cut through right by the house. And you cut through it, and there is a woman with brownish red hair. She's wearing kind of capris and a very basic top. She kind of looks like like a Pixar mom a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And you hear her say the words, where did she? You hear her go, where did you go? Caroline? Caroline?
What is happening?
Did Caroline explode? Because that would be a problem.
I feel like she may have exploded.
Do we see evidence that Caroline has exploded?
No.
Okay.
Braun leads the way.
Hi! Oh my god, we heard screaming. What happened?
I don't know. We were here. We were having our normal conversation, and she's gone. She was telling me that the store is closed for some reason today. I'm not sure why. And Paris, he's not around.
Is the store normally open today? You know what?
Yeah, it's Friday. It's only ever closed on Wednesdays.
It's a weird day to be closed.
It's a weird day.
It is a strange day. Well, okay. And she just like bamfed?
She just disappeared.
There's been a lot of disappearing, it feels like lately. Has this like happened before? With the disappearing and stuff?
No, it's never happened before.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm out of ideas. Oofy.
Can we roll to investigate a mystery?
Yes. You weren't going to get a lot out of her. She was very panicky, so I was just going to give you the information.
Wait, is that's sharp? Sharp. Plus 2. 9.
Actually, roll me an act under pressure. So you got a 9?
Yeah. And then under pressure for the cool.
Do you want a hard choice, a price to pay, or an outcome?
Hard choice.
Hard choice.
Cool got me a 9.
Cool got you a 9. Okay. You have a choice.
I only have a +1.
You
cool.
see that there is a teleportation circle still sitting on the ground.
Another one.
How do these things keep popping
And
up
it is
everywhere?
We have to
fading
find Abigail.
quickly.
I think
But
we need to.
as you see it fading quickly, you see a young woman coming down the stairs from the other side of the square with purple hair.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm such a bad person. Can I just shove Leo onto the teleportation circle? He's
Roll
stronger
tough.
than he's stronger than I am, and he figured it out last time. So go, Leo, go find Carolyn, and then go.
Would Leo contest this, or would he be too surprised?
I mean,
Go.
I think he's probably used to taking her orders. Like he would comply. He would.
I will let
complain
you
for a
guys go
split second.
PvP. I will let you guys fight each other.
I don't think he would resist though. Like,
Okay,
I think he would just
perfect.
be like,
We've split the party before. Sometimes there's two objectives.
fine.
Great.
Come back when you find her.
You shove Leo onto this.
Gently
and as
shove.
Leo disappears,
Oh.
the circle disappears.
Ah!
There is no way for Leo to get back.
Bye. Incredible.
It's fine. We only have 13 minutes left.
I'm hoping we can wrap up in time. Leo disappears, and at that moment, you see the girl with purple hair register that someone is screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes running towards you all.
Oh, perfect. We don't need to go chase her.
Oh, good, because I was about to.
Yeah. No. It's about to be here on my own.
Uh-huh.
She runs up and she goes, Aunt Jody, what's wrong? What happened to my mother?
Abigail?
You must be Abigail.
You must be Abigail.
Yes.
What's...
Great.
I'm gonna let Yuffie ask questions because I'm gonna run to the restroom for like 3 to 5 seconds. Be about it.
Go.
Yeah.
Also, go. Okay, so your mother got teleported somewhere along with our friend who was trying to rescue her very bravely. And earlier there was also other teleporting shenanigans, and we were directed to you as the person who knows everything about this. So, spill, little wizard prodigy. Yes. Like the teleport pad in the wizard tower where you used to hang out.
Roll me a manipulate someone, and while you are doing that, we're gonna jump to Leo. Leo.
Not dead.
You come forward and you feel that rush. And you can see that wizard tower, and you're standing on a dock. And beneath you, you can see a woman with green hair, and she is trapped beneath the water. And there is another person down there with her. And you hear a high-pitched cackling. And the person that is cackling goes, well, you were not the one I wanted to catch.
Yeah,
Is it the ex-wife?
Yeah, I didn't want to be here either. I feel like he would just go over to the water to try and see if this is some kind of a physical barrier or if there's magic, I assume, at hand, but he doesn't know that yet. To just assess that. Oh, hey, yeah, no, that's read a bad situation. I can roll for that.
Okay. Yes, do that before you do anything else.
Yes, I'm going to. So 5. That is an 8.
Ooh. Would you like a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay?
A price to pay.
Perfect. You find that this is a barrier. But as you touch it, you feel a shock go up your arm. Take a point of harm.
Oh.
As you are dropped to your knees as a woman dressed in all black with green skin and a pointy hat, something very out of Wicked, lands on a broom. And we're going to go back to Mrs. Blackbriar and Addisynn.
Yes.
What did you roll on your manipulate someone?
A solid 9.
Nice.
So they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you. This girl
Do something to show that I mean it?
We'll get there. This girl gives you a look, takes a step back, and says, you're who the wizard summoned. But if you're who the wizard summoned, then you can also use magic. Prove it. Roll me a weird.
Prove it, sure. Oh, 12.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
Nice.
I am very good with magic, especially when I'm angry. I will say for weird, it just says powers drawn from decades of tightly coiled repression.
As you draw on that, you draw on your inherent need to protect yourself, your image, the idea of who you are.
She's questioning my reputation.
How dare she?
As you are looking at Mrs. Blackbriar, you see her shoulders become more straight, and you see her stand taller, and you see the magic flare from her skin, and each one of you now has 1 point of armor, so you can negate 1 point of damage, including Abigail.
Nice.
You got a 12. I gotta honor that.
Okay.
How's that theory?
That makes sense. We need to go to the wizard's tower.
Weren't we like just there?
You're just there.
That's where my grimoire is. That's how we find my mom. We need to do a location spell.
Oh, okay. That's where Leo is too, right?
You don't know.
Well, last time Leo ended up in a hut with 3 statues that were about birds and divorce and death.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you, Abigail? Not here. With the gang?
Those are shrines. They're done by the witch. You can give her offerings and she'll get rid of inconveniences or change someone's memory or drop the protective barrier that keeps monsters out of Pelican down.
Does the witch can the witch do like the teleportation thingies? So there's a witch and a there's a witch and a wizard and you?
And the witch and a wizard have like a permanent teleportation set up. They're like back and forth. Were they besties?
They were married.
Were?
Yeah. He said
divorced?
They got divorced because
knew it was the ex the whole time.
It's always the ex.
They got to a fight over some type of special ink. I don't know. The wizard showed it to me once. It's incredibly powerful.
You know what? Hop on this spare horse we have and tell us while we're riding back.
Yeah.
I assumed you guys were moving towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were walking. Now we're riding.
She tells you about a magical ink that the wizard stole, that the wizard took back from the witch recently. They enlisted the help of a farmer that moved to town. And
all coming back to the farmer.
Yeah. Man,
and
sucks about the
that
farmer.
it was the first time they really fought because she felt that he lost it fair and square. He should have left it with the witch. Except for apparently it was so incredibly powerful, he did not want to leave it to her because she was incredibly angry about their divorce. And as you guys are riding, you guys come upon a scene. And it is Leo on his knees on a dock in a lake. The merchant is gone, has clearly fled quickly. And there is a large troll with a fedora hat and red glowing eyes standing over Leo with a large club in his hand, and a witch that is hovering about 6 feet off the ground on a broom with green skin and black robes.
We found Leo.
I think Addisynn would, at the sight of it, like, I want to say that she's still in human form at this point, but, and probably riding duo with Abigail, and, like, seeing the troll, immediately, like, leaps off the horse, transforms into like, werewolf form, like the partial human, but the claws are out, the teeth are extended, the snout gets extended, and like goes immediately for the troll that's standing over Leo, like, and goes to attack.
Excellent. Roll me it. Kick some ass.
Yeah, sure can, sure will. All right. And so with, let's see, we've got unholy strength, so I can roll weird for this instead of tough when I go to kick some ass, which is great. Well, yeah, that's not bad. I'll take it. That's an 11 for this attack.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice. You gain advantage. Take one forward or give it forward to another hunter. You can inflict terrible harm.
Ooh.
You can suffer less harm. Or you force them where you want them.
I feel like she would be inflicting, I mean, just mechanically, she's inflicting terrible harm.
Okay.
Like teeth, claws, all of that, like just full throttle. Like she has not assessed anything about this troll. She just gets the sense that her friend Leo is in danger.
Okay. So you want to inflict terrible harm.
Correct.
All right. So how much harm does your teeth and claws inflict?
All of my, let's see. So I assume that this is really just one attack. I'm not the way this works. Yes. I would say
you inflict 4 harm.
Right.
Which is insane.
Yeah, because I would get, well, okay, so because I have, it's 2 harm for the claws, right? And then,
well, you said you bite, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I mean, it's, I think I was using teeth and claws, or flavor wise, but if I can only use one, I think actually it would end up being the same.
Here's what I'll give you. You bite down on this this goblin's shoulder, and you sink your claws in, and you do 4 points of damage. But I think your claws don't do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think I do 4 points baseline before the terrible harm. because if I'm using teeth, it's 3 harm plus I have claws of the beast, so all my natural attacks get a +1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right. So you inflict 5 points of harm.
There it is. I was like, she's beefy and terrible and scary.
You inflict, which is an insane amount of harm.
Yes, it is.
I want to be clear. This goblin looks hurt. He does not have a lot. But you grab on and you still have your claws in him, and you are in this moment about to rip you're about to rip his arm off.
Yes.
He is also going to bring a club down on you,
Mhm.
but he's in a lot of pain, and it only does a point of damage.
And I have the +1 armor.
Oh, yeah, you can negate the harm completely.
You are protected, my dear.
Thanks, Yuffie.
So Leo, Mrs. Blackbriar, you watch them do this. You watch Addisynn leap forward, running at this monster. Leo, you don't necessarily see Addisynn until you watch them. This monster is standing over you with red eyes, has a club raised. Addisynn jumps all of a sudden, and all you see is a bunch of wild hair as she clamps down full force on this arm. And you hear like a sickening crunch and pull, and you see him come down and hit Addisynn with the club, but she has saved you from being hit by this club yourself.
Thanks for the assist, Daddy.
What do you two do in this moment?
I've got something lined up if you want to go, Anniek.
I just want to read a bad situation first.
Excellent. Roll.
With my third eye, because
Excellent.
fucking witches.
Exactly.
Oh wow, that's a 12 on the die, and because I used my third eye, that becomes a 14.
Oh dang!
Damn.
Like, thank
All
Lindorm
right.
Die, who aren't sponsoring me but should be.
Oh,
I've been rolling
you,
an insane amount of successes.
I know.
you may
There's a
ask
reason I
me
went downstairs
any-
to get these dice.
Yeah, clearly.
You can
Also, the
ask
reason they're
me
not in the
any
reject
question-
bag and the Star Trek role-playing game bag where everything that rolls low goes.
You have the ability to ask me anything about the situation. Since you got a 14, I will say you can ask me up to 3 questions about this situation.
Perfect. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes. The witch is getting ready to channel something.
That's perfect
And
because I
you
have a
can
jinx lined up that I'm going to talk to you about after this.
Beautiful.
You see a little red bomb in her hand.
Gross.
And you hear Abigail gasp as she falls off of the horse. And you see the start of a little bit of a circle forming on her upper chest.
Yeah, that tracks. Look, I have 2 muscle with me. It's gonna be fine.
What is your other questions?
No, I got 3, so I have 2 more.
And if you don't want to ask them all right now, if you want to hold some of them, you are welcome to, and we can go to Leo.
I just want to ask, no, because I think I already know the answer. No, I'll hold 2.
Okay. Oh, there's one other danger that you hadn't noticed. I forgot to mention. You can see Caroline. You can see a woman with green hair and a man with short red-brown hair, and they are clawing at their throats, slowly turning a blue color.
Ooh.
In that case, I would like to ask one of my questions before Seth goes.
Yes.
Ignoring the explodey bits, because I'm assuming Leo's going to deal with the explodey things, along with Addisynn. What is the best way to protect the other victims?
The best way would be to get them out of the water as quickly as possible. there's a couple
Okay.
ways you could do that, but you can see that there is kind of a squared spell that is trapping it. It almost looks like a coffin. It looks like someone put them in a clear coffin in the water.
That's actually kind of cool, but I won't say that out loud as Mrs. Blackfriar. I'll hold my last one.
All right, Leo.
Yeah, I will be rolling weird to jinx, which is
Okay.
encouraging coincidences to occur the way that I want. I am going to be aiming for a specific outcome, but I will roll first to see if I can even do this.
Okay.
That is an 11. Thank you, Anniek, I guess, for the amazing luck.
You're welcome, darling.
Let me see. So on a 10 plus hold 2.
Spend your holes to interfere with a hunter, giving them -1 forward. Help a hunter, give them +1 forward. Interfere with what a hunter, minion, or bystander is trying to do.
Yep.
Inflict 1 harm on a target due to an accident. Target finds something you left for them. The target loses something that you will soon find.
Yeah, I'm specifically wanting to hold or spend my holds to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do. In this case, that would be the witch.
The witch is not a minion.
Is she a monster?
She is a monster.
Because I could do it to monsters too. Interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander.
I'm so sorry. I
You're
missed
okay.
monster. Yes. You can. How do you want to interfere?
You'd mentioned that she was, I think, well, you mentioned out of character that she was trying to channel something, but I would like to think that it is a matter of like seeing her doing something, like maybe like arcane gestures or otherwise weirdness with her
Yes.
hands. And I think that Leo is actually going to be specifically like also channeling like magic to stop this in like
Okay.
an ethereal kind of way, not like a physical way.
So I think you are channeling magic, which causes a slight shift in her broom, and it knocks that bomb out of her hand. Which she needs.
Perfect.
And what is your other hold?
The other one was I want to help a hunter by interfering with their enemy. So since the only other enemy that's we can see is the troll slash goblin, I want to give +1 forward to Addisynn.
Perfect.
Again, I'm kind of thinking of jinx as like weird magic things and not like physical things. So just like maybe this thing suddenly has a headache or it suddenly trips over something and like can't concentrate, like that kind of vibe.
I think the way that will work is it stumbles a bit. So Addisynn will have +1 if she wants to get away, or if she wants to attack again, she'll have a +1 to hurt them more. So Addisynn, what are you doing?
I mean, the goblin creature did admittedly just try to hit me, so I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Claws, I think this time.
Perfect.
Is that true? That's what I want to do. I might just, the bite is slightly more effective.
It is slightly more effective. I will tell you, this monster, this minion, only had 7 harm.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, in that case,
so it in D&D words, it is bloodied and bad.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and like go for the jugular on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with teeth still.
Perfect.
Because Addisynn is now in a feral frenzy. She's gone into attack mode. Cool. And I still have unholy strength, so I'm rolling with weird instead of tough for kick some
Perfect.
ass. Oh, shiza. That's not super great, but I do have a +1 from my good buddy here.
What did you get?
It is a 8? I believe,
An
yes.
8?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go for the jugular,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to tell me how you killed this.
I think with Addisynn, it's pretty straightforward. Like, her jaw clamps down on this like weird extended snout version of this wolf lady. She's like gripping him by the shoulders and just goes straight for the jugular. Jaws clamp down around the troll thing and tears and reddens. Blood spraying everywhere.
Leo, you see blood
Snarl.
splatter. You hear this snarl and you see blood splatter across across your face as Addisynn rips open the jugular and blood spurts out. And being in this frenzy, Addisynn does not realize that the goblin is now falling backwards off of the deck directly into the water. And Addisynn, you are going to hit the water, and the impact of your lungs along with this 6'2" goblin landing on your chest, you are going to breathe in a mouthful of water, and you will take 2 harm.
Oh, okay. Sure. Sure.
Hey, it says I have to give you hard things.
No, it's good. No. It seems appropriate and wonderful. I'm into it.
Yeah, at least you're not in a see-through coffin being lowered into the water.
Yeah.
All right. Mrs. Blackbriar, what are you doing? I am going to tell you that the one person who can get you home is on the ground grasping while they hold their chest. You have the people in the coffin who need to get out, and the coffin is made purely out of magic.
Sure.
You have Addisynn, who just went under the water with a goblin, and you have Leo, who has some blood running down their head, but they don't appear overtly injured.
Yeah. Question, would I know enough about magic to know that if like this is all being channeled, that if we get rid of the witch, that we get rid of the spell?
You have a good feeling. Is this one of your questions?
Yes.
Okay.
I will use this as my question.
You have a feeling you would know that if you get rid of the witch, you will save Abigail. You will still need to get her parents out of the water quickly because they are drowning.
Look, Addisynn's there, Leo's fast. They're kind of, and we will not be saying this out loud near Abigail, a secondary concern at this point. Occasionally known as collateral damage, and you can't save everyone, realistically. I would like to use magic.
Okay.
To see if I can, because in magic there's like bar a place or portal from a specific person or type of creature. I'd like to bar the witch from Pelican Town. Just
yeah.
Make her fuck off.
Sure.
Ooh.
Roll.
Right, so that was terrible. So I'm going to use my luck points to retroactively change this to 12. Because I rolled a 4, and that's not what we're doing right now.
Oh yeah, you would have gotten
that luck.
I'm going to use my luck point for 12.
There is a flash of energy, and this is an incredibly powerful spell, and you feel a small hand reach out in her in her fear, and she just kind of touches your ankle as Abigail is in pain, but is also deeply concerned about her parents.
Don't worry,
And
dear. We've got this.
there's a flash of magic, and we cut to a different screen of the witch sitting next to an old lady sitting on a box on an island somewhere. And
Poor Birdie.
And Birdie looks up. I'm so glad. I was trying to figure out how to say her name. Looks up and goes, "Ha! You look like you've had men trouble. Pull up a seat. We'll fish." And we cut back to Pelican Town. There's a break of water and a surge as this, what you thought was a clear coffin, but is actually a coffin of water, breaks over the two. To save time, we will say that you manage to grab them out. Leo, roll me an act under pressure real quick.
That's cool, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How cool is
Ah, not very.
that? Oh,
8, 9. I don't think I have any bonuses.
but you do have
Oh
a
wait, no,
luck
so
point.
just an 8 because I have a -1.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say,
You still
but
have
you
your
do
luck
have a
point?
luck point.
I'm not using it.
You
Oh god,
pull.
you're one of
Fair
those
enough.
people that finishes the video game with nothing but health potions in your inventory.
Yeah,
Yes.
all of my
Ah.
RPGs, all the
Same.
elixirs.
Same though.
I'll need them later.
Yeah.
You pull
Spell
you
scrolls.
pull these two people out of the water with your incredible strength. And as you pull out one of them, you realize his lips are blue, his face is pale, his body is cold to the touch, and there is no pulse. In triage, we put a black tag on him and we move to the next victim. And as you perform CPR on this woman, which you kept your cool, it's just you were too late to save both of them. She coughs up water and she breathes in, and as she does, she goes, "Abigail!"
Well,
Should have used that luck point.
it's all right.
Collateral. Don't worry about it. We have Abigail.
We can get
And
home.
She's safe.
Abigail.
She's right over there. We'll kind of like help her sit up.
Yep. And I want you guys to tell me how this ends. How you if any of you stay. Haley runs up to Addisynn, because she was over taking pictures. And as she's trying to help Addisynn out of the water, she's like, "You should see the shots I got. They're gonna look great."
Like, that's so amazing. And I would love to, but I do like have some other obligation. I had some plans tonight. But I will super keep in touch and be totally back. And I think Addisynn doesn't actually want to stay. This is not her vibe of a place at all.
Also, there was like no cell service down here.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys just didn't have the right cell chips.
Right.
Oh, we're out of network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like all of her friends and stuff, and like she'd have to like restart her whole media following and things. And she was,
Absolutely.
yeah, she's not sticking around. It's like so great. And I love this for you, Haley. But, I had plans tonight, so, I gotta go.
I will say you can offer to take Haley with you.
No.
Mrs. Blackbriar.
Mrs. Blackbriar is also not interested in staying, but before going, would like to try and find a way to get that ink to take with.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that sound pretty good, actually?
You find it. You actually saw it earlier. It was right next to the book.
Beautiful.
Of course it was.
We'll put the picture back, take the ink with. tuck it into my bag and praise Abigail enough that she doesn't notice while we're casting the spell. Wonderful to meet you. I'm sure you have a great career ahead of you. But you understand, gotta water the garden, not metaphorically, very literal.
She smiles, leans in, shakes your hand, and she says, "It's probably best if it leaves anyway."
I agree. Yes.
And Leo.
As much as I really like that dog, there was just nothing here that was good vibes. I want to go home. I want to eat some bagel bites. I want to go back to my world of just like running on walls and doing dumb TikTok trends with my friend.
Excellent. Abigail creates a circle. She puts a large, multicolored rainbow stone in the middle of it. And as you guys flash, you feel that sensation of the earth dropping and the concrete coming back up to meet you, much more gently this time because the person who is performing the spell did not die halfway through.
Hooray.
And as you leave and get back to your office, Carl goes, "Excellent job. I knew you were the right people. I'm off to go to the Cayman Islands for the weekend. I hope you all have fun. By the way, you were 3 weeks overdue to come back from that mission. So glad you're still alive." And just prances out the door.
Fuck you, Carl.
I don't like him very much.
Yeah.
Enjoy your holiday, Carl. Always a pleasure. I'm gonna put arsenic in this coffee.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
See, this is why we're a team.
Mm-hmm.
And that wraps up our Monster of the Week, Blood in the Dirt. I was so lucky to play with all of these wonderful people. I'm going to let them outro themselves, and we will go in opposite order. Addisynn.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, and it's been super fun. I have been Addisynn in this game. I am Lady Dame or LD. You can find me everywhere that's important here on the internet at the Lady Dame. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and currently we're playing South of Midnight, which is very exciting, and it's so good, y'all. But also, I have plans because there's this whole new dating sim I don't know if people have heard of called Date Everything.
Is it Date Everything?
It is Date Everything. That might be added to the roster at some point in the near future. Because how could I not? Let's see, what have I got going on? Actually, I have stuff. First of all, I am one of the co-hosts of the podcast Monster Crush. We should have a new episode coming out this weekend. It's a podcast that I get to do with my friend Derek, where we talk about cryptids, creatures, monsters, and all sorts of spooky, wonderful, sexy things, and talk about whether or not they're smoochable, which most of them I guarantee are. I can tell you this latest episode is quite fun and quite great. So check that out wherever you watch podcasts or listen to podcasts. Let's see, what else have I got? Tonight, I am actually going to be in another charity game over on Nerds with Dice. I can't remember what the charity is that we're raising money for, but it's another Pride charity stream. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Pacific over on Nerds with Dice. I will be in a game called Inevitable, where you get to play like a rootin' tootin' rifle slinging bandit queen, which will be also very exciting. Let's see, what else do I have? And then on the 28th, not the 21st like the calendar says, on the Saturday the 28th at 8 p.m. Pacific, back here on Sword and Key, I will be in a game of unresolved sapphic tension with my friend Shadow as part of this charity stream for Pride Month. And I'm trying to think, I'm also on Gate Night here on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific. I can't remember if we have a game this week or not, though. We've had the last couple of weeks off just because of life and stuff, but that's been an ongoing video game. It's the only game played here on Sword and Key. We're in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3, so if that's your jam, it's usually every Tuesday night. We've had a couple of Tuesdays off. I think we're back this Tuesday, though. Pretty sure. I believe that's everything for me. I will be talking, and Baker, I think we've talked about, I will be doing all the channel schedule stuff at the end of this. once everybody's done their intros, unless you want to. Okay, great. Perfect.
I think that's a no.
Yeah. I'm on it. So Seth is next.
Do I go next?
I believe so.
I'm so sorry.
turn?
Yeah.
Everything just disconnected from my computer.
Oh no!
So I was trying to get it back up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Don't worry, we got you.
We got
Seth's
you.
going.
Next,
You can hear and see.
next we have the wonderful Seth. Please.
I go next.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Seth. Trying out them, they, them pronouns right now. We'll see if that sticks. I've had the absolute honor of bringing Leo back for the third one shot that I just keep. He just always has like a life of his own. This was great. I don't know who made it illegal for the three of us to be players in a game at the same time, but this was. I had high expectations, and this has managed to blow past all of them. This was so much fun. I love the structured chaos of like being able to truly express who our characters are, but also like getting things done at the same time was just amazing. I really had fun today. As far as finding me online, good luck. I have an Instagram and that is it. It is seth.mp3, and all I do is post pictures of my cats, food, and Attack on Titan. So if you're not into those things, I don't blame you if you don't follow me. It's cool. Otherwise, you can find me around here occasionally. Most of the time, I'll be lurking in various chats or channels on the Sword and Keys server. I don't really have any upcoming games necessarily, so cast me in your games.
Highly recommend.
If you have upcoming stuff, put me in them. Consider that. I am known for bringing chaos, more so than I have done today, I feel. I have a reputation to uphold, and I need to kind of do more to cultivate my reputation, and I wasn't able to do that today, but that's okay. Yeah, otherwise, that's basically it. That's all I've got going on right now, and that's okay. We're chilling. So I'll pass it on to Anniek.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Anniek. I go by she, they pronouns. God, finding me on the internet. Well, I just got blocked on Facebook because I pissed someone off, so also
Right.
good luck. Technically I'm on BlueSky. Honestly, if you want to talk to me, join a Discord. I got to play Mrs. Blackbriar today, who is definitely not completely and totally skinned on Hyacinth Bouquet from Keeping Up Appearances. Who is the best English lady to ever English lady. Normally I'm here on Sundays, but just so happens that the next 2 Sundays we have off. Tales from the Loop had some scheduling issues, the true horror in any RPG. So we're going to be recording our finale to broadcast later. And then the week after, we have an offline session 0 for the next 4-shot I'm running, which we've been saying is Mothership for really long, and then a new game came out and we instantly bought it and went, but what if this instead? So instead of Mothership, I'm running Blood on the Lens, which is also horror slasher. I have an amazing cast. Baker's one of them. Michael's joining us. And it's just going to be a gory, bloody mess. Everyone's going to either die or be the killer or be traumatized, and I'm super excited.
Wanted to be in it so bad.
Look, I read the rules. I'm going to run this again at some point. This is so much fun. It is so much fun. Or we make Baker run it for the 3 of us and see what happens. It's rules light. It'll be great. You can play, you can set up in 10 minutes. It's perfect.
Ooh.
Eva and I recorded a chaotic playthrough of the game Liminal Horror, but we got a little messy and a little lost. So Eva's editing that to make it a coherent storyline. We got messy and lost in real life, not in the game. But at one point it was like between January and last week that we finished recording.
Oh my God.
So as soon as Eva works her beautiful, great magic, you can watch my influencer Instagram fanatic deal with a haunted house. As Eva puts me through my paces. TBD, keep an eye on our socials. It'll happen at some point. And that's it for me.
I will outro myself real quick before I will hand it back to Lady D. She is going to give a rundown of what's coming up on the channel. My name is Baker. I have been your story keeper today, and I, like Anniek said, will be on Blood on the Lens. I am normally a Sword and Key exclusive, but if you ever want to put me in a game, I tend to be a little chaos goblin that will touch the paint if you say it's wet and don't touch it, and give you lots of ammo to be mean to me because I like it.
Also fully recommend. I've DM'd for Baker a bunch. If you need someone to derail anything you've ever thought of, put Baker in.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all for letting me be here. And I'm gonna hand it over to Lady Dame to list all of the wonderful things that are coming up for the channel.
Okie dokie.
I'm sorry. Do we want to shout out what we put in chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel like we did to give Baker recognition for the
Yay,
fact
go
that
Baker!
this is her
What
first
happened?
GM stream.
Yeah.
You would never fucking know if we didn't tell you.
Never.
Baker's first DM stream!
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Did amazing.
Points!
This is my
Good job, Baker.
second time, I think, running or playing in a game that Baker has run, and highly recommend playing in a Baker game. It was really wonderful and great. And also, on a personal note, I would like to shout out how this game particularly came together because I was sad, and here we are. And now I'm not.
You were sad, we were playing Wingspan, and suddenly...
And suddenly we had a game.
That's
and
exactly
it was,
what happened.
I know. It was incredible and amazing, and I love all of these humans so much. Okay.
Thank you, LD, for running tech.
Yay, thank you.
Yay,
All right.
LD, let's take Goblin!
So much. Okay.
Definitely wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah. All right. So first of all, before I get to the schedule things, a couple I'm gonna do like some of the channel business stuff. First of all, thank you everybody who have donated, who has been watching the streams. We are still raising money for Lambda Legal, and we've got a lot of really great games coming up for the rest of the month. We are currently sitting at $2,180.69. Our goal for our next giveaway is $2,250. I can say words. And so we're super close to hitting that goal for the next giveaway, which is going to be a painted pride dragon. Also, but on top of that, we want to give a shout out to all of our amazing sponsors and sponsors. We are affiliates with quite a few companies, and we want to give them a big shout out too. Go support them; they're all pretty fantastic. First of all, we have Eldritch Foundry, where you can get custom minis. You can get 10% off your first order with the code Sword and Key if you need minis for your games and stuff. They're pretty great. Their interface is pretty rad. Also Hit Point Press, which is the makers of Humblewood, among many other things. We also I know Derek uses Humblewood, their music, for a lot of the games that Derek Sword runs here on this game. You can, if you use our affiliate link, that's awesome. I think they have plushes too now. I think they've got all sorts of cool stuff with that, so check them out for your D&D needs. Also, if you love dice, and who does not, you can get a 10% discount from Long Dog Dice using the code off your first order with the code Sword and Key. Jen is a friend of the channel. She's amazing, and her dice are really, really stunning. She's a full-time player now on Horizon's Call. Fantastic, lovely, also stunningly gorgeous dice, so check her out. And I know that I think we've done giveaways for her. I don't know if we have any more giveaways for her, but if you stick around the channel long enough, we do often do giveaways for charity streams for Long Dog Dice as well. Let's see, and all of those links were posted earlier. All right, as for the upcoming games, we got a lot, friends. It's a busy month, and I just saw it and then I lost it. All right, so first of all, tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, normally tonight would be a movie night in the Discord, which is something we do every other Friday, but tonight instead we have Kayla is going to be doing a paint stream, which we've been begging for a long time, and she will be painting one of the first of the Pride Dragons that was given away in a different game or in a different stream giveaway. So we get to watch the whole process of that getting painted, which is rad and awesome. Tomorrow, Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific, there will be a special Horizons Call development episode featuring Mayor's character Acacia and Derek kind of running a little like character building one-shot situation. That is, I believe, has been pre-recorded, but they'll be in chat to, hang out and have a good time. So check that out at 3 p.m. Pacific. On Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific is part 3 of Cursed Captains of Cthulhu, which is a game GM'd by Derek Sword. It's got a really phenomenal cast. It's a new system that we got to interview the creator with on Sword and Key a couple months ago, and it's been really fun. The cast is phenomenal, and it's like a cool like horror ship. It's pirates and Cthulhu. Who doesn't love that? Frankly, it's my favorite thing ever. Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific is our recurring game Fragments of Loss, which is DM'd by Angela or Phoenix Femme, which is, I don't know, I think that one's like a longer term game if I remember correctly. That one's really wonderful, great cast also, kind of like that one's also in a newer system. Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, I'm not kidding, there's so much, is the Devil's Dandy Dogs one-shot run by Mare. That's at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is going to be cute as shit. It's so adorable and funny and hilarious. So I'm really excited about that one. I know they just had their session 0. And then on Thursday is the finale of Under the Blue Moon at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. That is the one that's being GM'd by Cassiopeia, I believe, if I have all of that information correctly. And I can't remember what that system is, but it is also, I've caught little bits and pieces of it. Also, like, I have to say, our Pridecast this month have been, there's so many really great and wonderful people that have signed up to be a part of all of this. And it's been really cool and fun and exciting to check out all of that. So plenty of more opportunities and like I said, and so plenty of more. That's just this next week, y'all. It's a lot. So please go support that. I know that I also mentioned UST earlier. That's on the 28th, which is next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday. There's so many more great games, so many more ways to chances to like donate, to sponsor, to help or shout out, and continue to raise money for Lambda Legal. And I believe that's everything. Also, if you have enjoyed this and want to come hang out with us on Sword and Key, we have a Discord. Come follow us on social medias. And it's Summer One the game. Thank you. Like, I believe that's everything. Yeah, we have lots of follow us on Discord. We have movie nights every other Friday. Ours got moved to Saturday this week. So after the Horizons Call one shot in the Discord, there will be a movie night. Can't remember what we're watching, but it should be fun. They're always a good time. And yeah, follow us on BlueSky, all the social media. I believe that's everything. I don't know how Derek does this every week. It's a lot.
With a calendar and prayer.
Look, I do know, before we go anywhere, if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around, it does look like a friend of ours, Maz, is streaming Date Everything. So I thought it might be kind of fun to go raid Maz and give them some love.
Baker, did you have something before we raid?
Yeah, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Eva who made all of the fantastic
Oh
my God,
yes,
sets and
100%.
everything and
intro?
organized this. I and the intro and everything. I definitely wouldn't have been capable of all of that. And they're so talented.
Eva's so
and I just wanted to
magical.
shout that out.
Yes.
They're amazing. Everything. So yeah.
All right. You're all great. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. Don't forget to give some love to Maz. Toodaloos. Au revoir. And...